This is FQ's Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Waddell, along with Adam Anderson. We are in Warrensburg, where the Warrensburg-Latham Cardinals, 3-0, will host the Central A&M Raiders, who are off to a 2-1 start. Adam Anderson, it's a little bit warm tonight, and there have been a few changes, of course, on both teams, as there is every year, but the Twins are gone from Warrensburg-Latham, so some changes there this year.
Yeah, we got to see them last year on Friday Night Rivals, and they were a dynamic duo. But even a new coach here at Warrensburg-Latham this year, but they're off to a hot start, 3-0. Central A&M off to a very good start, too, at 2-1. So it's a big matchup here tonight.
What do you see as the SEFQ keys to the game? SEFQ, your place to go for a home loan.
First off is who's going to step up. You know, Decatur, St. Teresa, Tuscola have been the top two dogs in the CIC conference, which both these teams are in. Who steps up here tonight and kind of moves into that upper echelon? Both are sitting at very favorable records, have a chance to make a statement here on TV, and also who's going to take advantage? There's going to be a lot of points scored here tonight, I believe. Is there going to be a big turnover, maybe a key special teams play? Who's going to jump on that and really swing the game into their favor?
Hard to believe it's week 4, but it is, and we're almost set for kickoff. But first, we're going to check in with Carly Bell, who is our sideline reporter tonight. Carly?
Thanks, guys. We finally are away from the rain after last week's torrential downpour all across the area. We finally are back to summer-like weather here at Warrensburg-Latham for our game of the week between Warrensburg-Latham and Central A&M. This is a go-to rivalry. Last year, Warrensburg-Latham came out on top and absolutely crushed the Raiders in last year's contest, but this year it's always about a different team. Even the Cardinals have a brand new coach in Aaron Fricke, who started off 3-0, and the Cardinals could be going on their very first 4-0 start since 2002 when they started 5-0. But Central A&M, they're coming off of a rough loss to Tuscola, and they really want to prove themselves and show that they can come back. They did prove a point, though, because they actually scored points against a Tuscola team who did not allow a single point all season long so far. So this will be an interesting one. This will also come down to the quarterback battle between who is behind center. Both of them are dual threats. They have a lot of receivers. They have a lot of depth. This could be a very interesting game that could come all the way down to the wire. But that's all I have here down on the field. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Carly, and we'll be back with the SEFQ Friday Night Rivals kickoff in just a minute, live from Warrensburg. Stay with us. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to SEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Waddell, along with Adam Anderson. We are just about set for kickoff here in Warrensburg. But before the game, Adam, as always, we will have the coin toss. And the coin toss tonight brought to you by Midwest Technical Institute. So thank you to MTI for sponsoring the coin toss. And Adam, they're out there and ready to see who's going to get the ball first.
Yeah, and it looks like I'll give it away, but
let's see. A good night for high school football.
Yeah,
a little warm, but sure beats last week with the rain and everything. This is great.
It's nice
week 4.
Nice and dry. I can't believe it's on week 4 already. It just kind of blows my mind that, you know, we're getting closer and closer to playoff football.
And like we said, a lot of white helmets tonight, right?
Yeah.
Both sides, Adam, and a lot of red and white.
A lot of red,
so
a lot of white, but
and the Cardinals in the red home away uniforms, but wearing the red, sort of. You know what I mean? So let's see. I think we're almost ready for the MTI coin toss, right?
Yeah, they're going it over, but.
All right. Explaining a few rules and everything. So we're just about set for kickoff. Hard to believe, like you said, week 4, and Central A&M comes in with a 2-1 record. Warrensburg-Latham, the home team, 3-0, and we anticipate seeing a lot of fireworks tonight, offensive. And we'll see how that turns out and see who gets, the ball first. And there's the coin toss, the MTI coin toss.
Yep, 2 dynamic offenses you're going to see. And it's a big week 4 all around Central Illinois. A lot of big games tonight. I know everybody's going to be paying attention to the scoreboard and see what's going on. And we're going to have a big matchup here tonight.
Indeed we are. And you see some of the crowd tonight. And we'll talk about the pink shirts. You're going to see a lot of pink tonight. And we are set. And kicking off will be Central A&M. And we are just about underway. Christian Perkins with the kickoff. Honors tonight for the visiting Raiders. Check that, Jarrett Robertson, and that is an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff for an experience that's far above ordinary. Kick off your career with the Illinois Air National Guard, paying 100% of any Illinois state-funded school's tuitions, thanks to the Illinois Air National Guard.
Big return there by number 3, Mitchell Leathers. He's one of the playmakers you're going to keep an eye on here tonight for the Warrensburg-Latham Cardinals.
And let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight. The offense of the Warrensburg-Latham Cardinals, brought to you by East Bay Team Sales. And there you take a look. And Mitchell Leathers, you talked about him, and he's a big factor for them. And you see the the Central A&M Raiders starting lineup. So here we go, 1st and 10. Excellent field position for the Cardinals. And coming this way, they keep it on the ground and crosses midfield for the home team is Nathaniel Hayes, the quarterback.
Yeah, Nate Hayes, just a sophomore. Again, it's a brand new kind of offensive philosophy. The Lewis twins, who are 2 of the better athletes in the area, both graduated. Going to see some different stuff, especially the new staff as well.
2nd and 6 for the Cardinals. Hayes back to throw, looking, goes, and into the hands, picked off just like that by Central A&M. And coming up with the interception is number 9, Cord Fenton. So just like that second play, Adam, a turnover.
Yeah, Hayes put a little too much on that ball. If you take a look at the replay, kind of had a guy down the seam who had a step, but he just kind of put a little too much air into that one, and Fenton made a play to get right underneath it.
Yeah, we said we'd see a lot of offense, and the Cardinals go to the air, and it goes the other way. So now the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from their own 19. So
we talked about who could take advantage and produce points off of turnovers, because I think that's going to be a big key to tonight's game.
Connor Heaton, the quarterback, the junior quarterback, hands off and got some room coming up the middle. Good for a 1st down and more. Is number 15, and that is a good run. That's Gus Connor Ohl, and that is a Casey's General Store 1st down, one of our 1st down sponsors all season long. And the Raiders aren't wasting any time getting back to line of scrimmage. So 1st and 10 now. On the keeper this time, Heaton. He's got it. Cross midfield to the 40, 35, 30. Still on his feet. Brought down inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line. A 1st and 10 at Casey's General Store. 1st down and then some, as we take a look quickly at the starting lineups brought to you by East Bay, the Raiders offense. And they have some offense going, don't they, Adam?
Yeah, absolutely. And they're one of the quicker teams that like to get on the ball and snap it and get going. And they've got a lot of momentum right now, so they're going to keep it running.
They certainly do. And here's Heaton, says, hey, I'll keep it again. Go to the outside and brought down at the 20-yard line. So, yeah, we're going to see a fast-paced team tonight, Adam.
Absolutely. Coach Weekly, who runs the offense for the Raiders, he likes to get up on the ball. He likes to get going. Kind of a little bit like we're going to see maybe next weekend with Rochester. Similar philosophy on they're not going to huddle. They're going to get the play in from the sideline, and they're going to get on the ball and go quickly, especially on big plays. They want to capitalize on that momentum and keep it going.
2nd and 4. From the just inside the 20 of Warrensburg-Latham. So Connor Heaton is ready. Connor Hutchins in motion. And Heaton's going to keep it. Goes wide, looking for a hole. Has a little bit of room, stays on his feet, and down to the 15-yard line. So good pickup there for the quarterback.
Yeah, the Raiders kind of moving the ball with ease here on the ground. I think we have expected them to put it in the air a lot, and maybe that's the change they want to come with tonight and establish a running game.
So brings up 3rd and a couple, so a situation you like to be in, so you don't have a lot of yardage to go here. Ball on the 15-yard line. Heaton gives, and going forward, and that is good for a 1st down on the play. So that's a Casey's General Store 1st down, and the 1st down there that time by number 15, Connor Ohl.
Yeah, Ohl just got what he needed to on that. And big drive here by the Raiders off the turnover. They're really trying to capitalize.
Ohl, a 5'9", 200-pound senior. So 1st and 10 from the 12. They can get another first down without scoring, the Raiders. Back to throw, Heaton. Got his man, complete. Looking for somewhere, goes back to the middle and down to about the 8-yard line. On the completion there is Jacob Paradis, and he's a good one. 5'8", 145-pound junior.
Yeah, Paradis is Heaton's favorite target. He's had a big year. Both Heaton and Paradis are phenomenal basketball players. Their Raiders made it to the Super Sectionals, and I think they'll probably be another basketball team to watch in the area.
2nd and 5. Heaton trying to get the Cardinals to come out, jump off sides, and nothing doing so far. Heaton quickly throws in and out of the hands of Paradis that time. Threw it pretty hard, and Paradis might have tried to run a little bit before he had it, so incomplete pass. First down action, 7:42 to go. Pretty quick moving first quarter here, Adam. And we talked about expecting that offense, and boy, the Raiders are going right after it, aren't they?
They're trying to get in and establish a lead and let the Cardinals kind of play catch up. I think we're going to see a lot of that here tonight. Raiders got lucky there. Running back Cord Fitton kind of moved late, but kept going in motion. If he would have stopped, we could have seen a penalty there.
3rd and 5 from the 7, and there's the give to Paradis, who's barreling his way and trying to get in and out of bounds inside the 5, and they spot him at the 3-yard line, it looks like.
It's going to be
so close, Adam, and you're certainly going to go for it on 4th down and short, I would think, right?
Yeah,
so
I would
you're not going to.
Not sure what the kicking game is for Central A&M, but I imagine they want to be pretty aggressive right here and try to get in the end zone.
So 7:35 to go, first quarter, and Connor Heaton, the quarterback for the Raiders. 4th, and let's call it 3. And there's the give, and boy, the Cardinals read that one. Nothing doing that time for Connor check that. Number 22, wow, Gus McCoy, nothing doing there, Adam.
Yeah, great job by the Cardinal defense. Number 54, Adam Maxwell, shot in there, had a lot of early penetration, and stopped that play before it got going. Now that is huge for the Cardinals.
I was going to say, how big is that to stop the opponent, the visiting team who's marching down the field inside the 5
off a turnover as well.
Yeah, so okay.
No harm done right now.
Cardinals dodge a bullet, and they take over 1st and 10 from their own 5. Hayes has it, going to keep it himself, trying to find something and nothing doing that time.
Yeah, a lot of white jerseys in there on Hayes, but just trying to get him maybe a little bit more breathing room. He was standing on the shadow of his own goal line there, so could have been potentially dangerous. They're still in kind of not so great territory right now.
So brings up 2nd and 9 from the 6, and in motion. There's the give, and a few yards there, but not a whole lot on the play for number 33, Davis Broombaugh, senior.
The two big playmakers here, besides Hayes at quarterback, have been number 11, Will Kent, number 3, Mitchell Leathers. I'd also keep an eye on number 6, Jordan Tedford. He was a high jump champion in the state track meet last year, so he is a very big athlete to have on the outside.
3rd and 7. Hayes throws. Got his man complete. And no, incomplete. Incomplete. Thought he had it.
Yeah.
Good effort there. Couldn't quite hang on. Brings up 4th and 7. Punting situation for the Cardinals. There's you see the replay. Great camera work there. Oh, had it. And
yeah, great effort there by Tanner Dawson. And beautiful throw by Hayes to kind of drop that one in the bucket to put it for Dawson or nobody. That was a big-time throw, but a huge stop for the Raiders, and they're going to have pretty favorable field position coming out on offense.
So 4th and 7 from the 8. The Cardinals will punt from their own end zone. Oh, Not a great punt, very high, not a lot of distance. Oh, takes the Cardinals bounce. And it turns out to be a heck of a punt. Cross midfield, and the Cardinals will gladly down it there at the 46-yard line. So still good field position for the Raiders, but it could have been a lot worse for the Cardinals.
It might have been, it looked like it was almost blocked, maybe potentially blocked there. So you're looking at maybe a block punt to, no, your Central A&M's going to turn on their side of the 50. So it's a big swing.
6:16 to go. First quarter action here. We are in Warrensburg, where the Cardinals are hosting the Central A&M Raiders. 2-1. The home team 3-0. And
a good shot there. The Cardinal at midfield. It is real men wear pink night here in Warrensburg, so you're going to see a lot of pink shirts
and breast cancer awareness. So they did some fundraisers this week, and here at Warrensburg-Latham, and a lot of pink shirts. So there's the handoff, left side, cross midfield to the 45, still on his feet to the 40, down to the 37, no, across the 35-yard line. What a run there by number 22, Gus Mccoy. That is a first down, a Casey's General Store first down, and just a little bit more, Adam.
Yeah, Gus McCoy, that's a big-time run. I think he probably broke 5 or 6 tackles there. They had him bottled up around the first down marker, and he just kind of kept going. He kept his legs moving, his arms going, and huge run.
We barely get the replays in because they're moving so quickly. There's the throw on first down, complete down the sidelines and close to the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, Central A&M. And that's Jacob Paradis. We talked about him, a touchdown, a young security touchdown, and that is $50 to a local charity. This week's charity, St. Martin de Porres in Springfield.
Take a look at the replay. Great job by Heaton just to flick the ball out there and let Paradis kind of do what he can do once the catch is made. Made an athletic move to get in the end zone, and great job by the Raiders.
Perfect placement, Adam.
Yeah.
Right into his arms, didn't have to break stride, and into the end zone. So the Raiders will attempt the extra point to try to make it 7-0 here in the first quarter, and there is the kick. It is up, and it is good. So the Raiders take the lead on the extra point there by Connor Hutchins, and it is 7-0 here in the first quarter from Warrensburg. We're going to take a short break. You're watching SEF2 Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Back with more in just a minute. Welcome back to SEF2 Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson. We are in Warrensburg, and the Raiders from Central A&M have just scored on the touchdown pass to Jacob Paradis, and they lead. The Raiders do 7-0 with 5:50 to go in the opening quarter.
Heaton and Paradis are going to be two names you're going to hear a lot probably tonight, next year, the rest of the season. They are two great, outstanding athletes. Again, not just on the football field, also on the basketball court as well.
So the Raiders will kick off, and we've had a turnover and a touchdown, and a Raiders team that likes to move the ball quickly. So, and kicking off is Jarrett Robertson, and that is an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Fielded cleanly at the 24, on his feet, coming this way, and brought down at the 32-yard line. Pretty good return there for Warrensburg-Latham. So Cardinals will start on their own 33-yard line.
Be interesting to see what Warrensburg kind of does here. Last drive didn't turn out very well for them, but first drive had some momentum, through the pick, and they've scored 40 points a few times this season for a reason. So they just need to settle down a little bit and kind of get in a rhythm and work their game plan.
So there's the handoff, right side to the 40, 45. Oh, hit hard, but a good pickup there, and that's good for a first down. That is a Casey's General Store first down. You see a good play there, Adam, and the handoff to Will Kent.
Yeah, Will Kent's a guy that they'll hand him the ball, throw him the ball. They're going to try to get it to him however they can. He had a big role last year, even with both Lewis twins kind of being the focal point of the offense. He was one of their big playmakers returning this year.
So 1st and 10 from their own 47. We're in the first quarter here in Warrensburg. There's the give this time. They're coming this way. And across midfield and down pretty quickly. A nice tackle there as Mitchell Leathers has the carry.
Yeah, great tackle there by Paradis. Kind of prevented a bigger play from happening and really slowed him down before he could get going. But a good run there. And again, I'll bring it up a few times. Leathers and Kent are the two guys that Warrensburg is going to utilize a lot. Whether it's however they can give them the ball, they're going to get it to them.
2nd and 7 from midfield. Hayes looks to throw. Goes left and overthrew his intended wide receiver there was Jordan Tedford, the senior. Couldn't quite connect.
Yeah,
and you see more pink there, like you said tonight. We'll see a lot of that.
Hayes had put a little too much on that. Had a little pressure in his face. I think that kind of caused the throw to go a little bit higher. But like I mentioned earlier, Tedford is a guy to watch. He was the state champion in 1A in the high jump. So it's probably pretty tough to overthrow him. But when you got pressure in your face, you never know what'll happen.
3rd and 7. The Cardinals. Hayes will throw again. Left side again. And in and out of the hands this time. Same guy, Jordan Tedford, couldn't quite hang on to it. And I thought that was a ball maybe you got to catch. But yeah, he couldn't quite do it.
He kind of thread the needle right there. And Tedford was open. Just kind of lost focus of it there on the sideline. And just got to shake that one off. Move forward. It's, got a punt here. But there's a lot of game left. And Warrensburg definitely has a chance to make a huge impact, but the Raiders 3 stops in a row here against this high-powered Cardinal offense.
4th and 7, the Cardinals punt formation, and they do punt. Oh, good kick this time. Fielded at the 15, and look at Paradis go down the left sidelines and close to the 40. So again, the Raiders will have good field position at them after the good return there.
Yeah, good punt, good return. I haven't seen many punt returns here this year either. Outside of Cam Jones' electrifying return last week.
Last week, yes. The Senators' only score wasn't last week. It was an exciting one.
Yeah,
that score, that run. So right now we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Carly Bell. Carly, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, I'm here with Veronica from CEFCU, another CEFCU representative who sponsors our Friday Night Rivals games. First off, what does it mean to be a part of Friday Night Rivals?
CEFCU, we love this. We're very, very proud to be a part of the community. And high school football, it's just a chance to showcase the athletes and put them in the spotlight, as well as the educators, the staff, and all the student body, so we love it.
You said that there was also an event coming up dealing with Halloween that you guys are sponsoring.
Yes, we will be at the Heaton Zoo out in Springfield, October 26th to the 28th for costume dress up and handing out candy to all the kids, so come see us.
Who are you pulling for in this one?
Central A&M.
Oh boy. You got a score prediction?
No. No, not today.
All right, that's all we have down here. Thank you so much, Veronica. Send you guys back up to the booth.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate the sponsorship and support again this year. And Adam, and the play we're away, and look at that.
Another turnover. Again, we talked about they need to, they're still in this game, need to capitalize, and they did just that on the fumble.
So 1st and 10 from the Raiders 40, and Hayes says, hey, I'll keep it myself, goes up the middle, finds a blocker, and a good pickup there. He is close, and did he get a first down? Let's see,
mark him about a yard short.
Okay.
Yep.
So a pickup of 9 there for Hayes on the keeper.
Yeah, and Coach Weekly talked about with Donnie Tillman this week that, he was afraid of Hayes getting started with his arm and his legs, and he's had a few big runs here tonight. We're still in the first quarter.
2nd and 1 from the 32. So the Cardinals certainly take a little more time than the Raiders do, getting their plays going, and see if that works for them. Hayes keeps it again. It worked once, do it again, and
it's going to be pretty close.
Runs into a host of Raiders.
Bring up 3rd down and 1.
So it's still going to be, it'll be 3rd down and short for the Cardinals, who trail 7-0 here in the first quarter.
And we'll see what Coach Fricky kind of dials up here. I would keep my eyes on Hayes. Maybe as a decoy here. He's kind of had a lot of the big runs here tonight. Maybe he gets everybody's attention. Ball goes somewhere else.
Can they get the first down? They can, and they do. with a good run up the middle there for number 33. So Davis Brumbaugh with a Casey's in the store first down, Adam, and they moved the chains.
Great job by Brumbaugh. Just kept his head down, knew what he needed. Almost was tackled in the backfield there. Jaeger Minot kind of shot in there at the snap. Almost had him wrapped up for a loss, but huge first down for Warrensburg-Latham.
And I think we're getting closer to fall, Adam, because it's getting darker a little bit earlier each and every day and each and every week, isn't it? Week 4.
Gotta love it.
All right. Indeed. 1st and 10 from the 26. Hayes throws right, complete to Paradis. To the 23-yard line. Check that. My mistake. Mitchell Leathers.
They both wear number 3.
All right.
Second down and 7.
So 2nd and 7 for the Cardinals. Trying to get on the board. Pretty good crowd here tonight. They like the football here.
Yeah, two very, very loyal and big fan bases. Both are great.
He's back to throw, maybe in trouble. And trouble is nothing doing for him. Thrown for loss on the play, and the Raiders got him there.
Yeah, that's a huge loss here. It's going to make it 3rd and very long. Hayes has got to find a way to get rid of that ball or kind of have a better internal clock.
They had him covered right, left, and up the middle, so he had nowhere to go. So 3rd and 15 now for the Cardinals. And they've got Davis Brumbaugh back in, but Hayes looks to throw again. He's in trouble again, trying to get away. Oh, thrown down, and a great play and a flag on the play as well, Adam.
Yeah, but I think they're going to get Connor Hutchins with a horse collar tackle there. Kind of grabbed him up high. Kind of a subjective call, but anytime it's close, it's always going to go against the defense there. And he does have a hand in the back. It started in the back, it let go, but that'll be
White. Okay, so there's the call with a minute to go in the first quarter. So 15 yards, Adam, and that changes things quite a bit. And you're 3rd and 15, and
yeah, we'll see where they mark this. If this is going to, I don't think it's going to give them a first down. So I think it's going to be 4th and short. They're in a little bit of a no man's lane here. I would expect the Cardinals to go for it.
I would think so as well.
3rd down and 7.
I think it was just a 10-yard penalty, I guess.
I thought
I thought it was 15.
I thought he said 15. Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's an automatic first down because it is a personal foul.
Oh, got it. That's a Casey's going to start first down. Has to be. I was going to say, okay, so.
Personal foul is always a first down. That's why I was a little confused, too.
1st and 10 from the 25. Nathaniel Hayes has the play. Throws left, complete. Leathers brought down with a shoestring tackle there at the 20.
Yeah, Paradis makes, again, like you said, a shoestring tackle. That could have been a huge play, maybe even 6 points for Leathers if he would have gotten loose there.
So 2nd and 6. 36 seconds to go in the opening quarter from Warrensburg. There's the give up the middle, and good yardage there for Davis Brumbaugh. So he likes to go up the middle and just power his way through, put his head down, right?
Putting his head down and going. Just getting north and south, that's what you want to see. And, maybe they haven't been explosive as they have been in weeks past, but they're doing a good job here on offense controlling the football.
And it brings up 3rd and 1, and after 1, it is 7-0 Central A&M leading Warrensburg-Latham. We'll be back. We'll take a short break. Back with more. We'll have second quarter action from Warrensburg. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Come back with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Waddell, Adam Anderson. We are set for second quarter action here in Warrensburg. Cardinals marching and trying to get into the end zone. 3rd and 3. Number 21.
Uh-oh.
And a low snap, and could have been disaster for the Cardinals.
The ball almost popped out there, but that's almost just as bad as a fumble. You're looking now 4th and long. You're going to have to go for it unless you've got an outstanding kicker, which I'm not sure what the Cardinals have in the kicking area, but take a look at the replay. Hayes was almost dropped that one as he was trying to get the late handoff to Brumbaugh.
Changes things quite a bit, doesn't it? So brings up 4th and 4 from the 19. Back to throw. Hayes fakes. In trouble. In trouble. Back to the 40. Oh, my. Brought down at the 45-yard line, and that's quite a loss there, Adam.
Yeah, again, Hayes, you got to remember, is just a sophomore. He is playing in his 4th week of varsity games. But anytime you get out there, at this point, with that kind of pressure in your face, you just got to fall down or try to get it in the area of one of your receivers. You're going back away. You can't turn and throw the ball like I say every week. Can't run to the left and throw with your right naturally. It's a huge swing of momentum back to the Raiders.
Definitely is. So, ball at the just shy of the 45-yard line.
And again, we talked before the game, and I mentioned it. We think we're going to see a shootout, and we're looking at 7-0 here in the second quarter.
You just never know, do you? So, Connor Heaton and the Raiders on offense. Heaton says, go deep, go somewhere else. He's in trouble, gets rid of it, and out of bounds. No chance for a catch there, but a smart play.
Smart play.
Under a lot of pressure. Let's go down to Carly Bell. Carly?
Now on that drive, they actually went 2 for 3 outside of that last 3rd down conversion. So Central A&M has been doing very well, forcing 3rd downs and forcing Central A&M to use as much of their offense and show as much of their offense as possible. So see if that'll change here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Carly. We will certainly keep an eye on that and see if that happens. 10:53 to go. It is 2nd and 10 for A&M. Quick throw to the right, complete. The 45, still on his feet, crosses midfield, and a good second effort there, Adam.
Yeah, the Cardinals had that screen sniffed out early, but broke a few tackles and got to the outside. And great job by Hutchins.
Cord Fenton came off the field there. You see limping a little bit, so have to keep an eye on him. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Raiders. And Adam, they've slowed things down a little bit, the Raiders have. And
you know, maybe the heat could be a contributing factor to that. Maybe they're seeing something on defense that they want to take an extra long look at before they get the play in there.
Heaton has it, looks to throw, in trouble up the middle now, and to the 47-yard line. So I thought he might be thrown back on that one, but a good effort there. Brings up 4th and short.
So, but it'll be interesting to see what Coach Weekly and the Raiders do here. Do you pin them deep? Do you go for it? You're on your side, their side of the 50. You've played pretty well defensively. A lot of decisions going on right now.
And they are discussing it and see if they end up taking a timeout or not. They are taking some time, but trying to figure out what they're going to do or what the play is on this little bit of a warm night for high school football. And they do take a timeout. They want to talk about it.
Yeah, maybe you want to talk about. You want to get this is big momentum right here that you could keep the ball and keep your drive alive. It'd be interesting to see what happens.
We're going to take a short timeout as well. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Come back for more second quarter action in just a minute. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. We're in Warrensburg. Second quarter action, 10 minutes to go, and the Cardinals trail the Raiders from Central A&M 7-0. Fourth and a couple, and the Cardinals are going to, I checked that, the Raiders are going to go for it, and
It's going to be pretty close.
Oh, boy.
They mark it down.
the Cardinal faithful think that they've stopped the Raiders, and I think they have, Adam. How about that?
Big play by the Cardinals right there.
So look at that. Good defense there, and so now the home team takes over on downs. From in good field position, again, 46-yard line.
They got to build on what they did right on that last drive. You don't have the huge, negative play on fourth down, but they did a lot right before that. Had a bad snap. They were down at the 20-yard line before it ended up all the way back at the 45.
Nathaniel Hayes, and the Cardinals are ready. Hayes gives. Coming this way, Davis Brumbaugh. So, couple on a play, maybe three.
Yeah, they had a
second down 7.
They kind of stretched that one out a little bit. And Brumbaugh seems to be more of a north-south guy, so he's got to kind of stick his head down maybe a little bit earlier, get some red jerseys out in front of him, and pick up a few more yards there. But not a bad play as long as you're getting positive yards on first down.
Leathers in motion and gets the ball and trying to find something, and nothing doing there, and a loss of 4 on the play, maybe 5, Adam?
Yeah, great job. Jacob Paradis came in here late, but it all started with number 56, Logan Whitney, disrupted that play at the snap and the handoff, and then that really kind of set the tone for the rest of the play.
So now you're looking at 3rd and 12. The Cardinals are. Let's see what.
Taking their time here.
They sure are. So see if they get the play off. Hayes looks at his wrist for the play and has it. And looks to throw, rolling, throws, tough play, and complete to the 45-yard line, out of bounds, and Mitchell Leathers with the reception. And
they're actually going to say he did not catch. He didn't come down with the ball, so he didn't transfer the catch. If you take a look on the replay, he did have it in his hands, but again, Jacob Paradis made a huge play, and as he comes down, that ball popped loose. So that is an incomplete pass.
Okay. So, and again, we have the advantage of instant replay, and the officials don't. So
yeah, it was close.
That's the call. Yeah,
it was
bang
close.
Play, and so now you got 4th and long. So punting situation for the Cardinals. So not a whole lot of offense so far from the home team. So
no, Coach Fricky of Warrensburg looks a little frustrated. They haven't had a lot of great showings here tonight on offense.
Good kick from the 17. Trying to find some room and not much there. A little bit of a gain there on the play for the Raiders. So first down and 1st and 10 for them, and from their own 28-yard line, Adam, here in the second quarter, 7:59 to go. You have some scores for us, Adam?
Yep, first half, 19-7 Pleasant Plains over Auburn. Also in the first half, SHG was up 21-12 on Southeast.
Okay.
Athens was also up 35-0 against Riverton. And at last check in Maroa, it was Maroa 7, Williamsville 0.
Wow, okay. All right, here we have 1st and 10 from the 26. Connor Heaton throws, complete to the 30, 35, still on his feet, spun around and to the 37-yard line, and a nice pickup there by Jacob Paradis, and that is good for a first down, and that is a Shields first down. Shields, one of our first down sponsors all season long, and quickly come to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, 37, fakes up the middle, Good yards there and brought down. Number 22 with a good carry there. That's Gus McCoy. And I want to let you know the Prairie Heart Institute would like to thank our EMS and first responders at tonight's game. There you see some of them for being the heart of the community. Thank you for all you do. Prairie Heart Institute thanks our EMS and first responders. And yes, thank you very much. All right, back to action here, going wide and find some room across midfield is Gus McCoy once again. And that's going to move the chains one more time, Adam. That is a Shields first down for McCoy and the Raiders.
Yeah, great job by McCoy. He was patient, and then he turned it up when he saw a hole, and that's a big first down. Great job by blocking on the outside by the Raider receivers.
1st and 10 from the Cardinals 48. There's the give, cuts up the middle to the 44-yard line on the play. So the Raiders stay on the ground there, break it 2nd and 6 after a pickup of 4 on the play, and slow to get up on the play. There you see him limping is Gus McCoy, and he's been pretty busy on this drive, but we'll keep an eye on him as well. So 2nd and 6. For the Raiders, who lead 7-0.
It's a beautiful night for high school football.
Absolutely. I love it. You drive into these smaller communities and towns. The signs are up all over on the poles and everything.
It is picturesque out here at Warrensburg, too.
Low snap, still gets the handoff off, and could have been disaster. Connor Ohl, number 15, with the carry. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 now for the Raiders.
Yeah, just kind of had to get what you can get there. The low snap through, the timing of the playoff, and lucky that it wasn't a bigger damage wasn't made.
So 3rd and 7. Fakes, does Heaton, and now throws it, and up in the air, complete to the 22-yard line, and that's good for a Shields first down, and Cord Fenton hauled in the reception there.
Great job by the Raiders. Used Paradis as a decoy there and then dropped it over the top.
And of course, we'd like to thank CEFQ for sponsoring Friday Night Rivals this season. CEFQ, not a bank, better. Special thanks to CEFQ for sponsoring Friday Night Rivals this season. So inside of 6 minutes, 1st and 10 for the Raiders, who have mixed things up a little bit in the air, a little bit on the ground. Paradis in motion. So is Heaton. He's coming to, and whoa, good tackle there at the 34-yard line. Good D by the Cardinals there. Number 11 had him, got him.
Yeah, Will Kent had a great job. Fought off a block and still made a big tackle. You won't see a whole lot of better defensive plays than that right there.
Nice play there on defense by the senior. And so it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Raiders.
Will Kent is one of the area leaders in tackles for a loss. He showed why right there.
A little bit of speed there. Gus McCoy, who went off limping a little bit slow a minute ago. Good to see he's back, but get some yards there for the Raiders.
So again, it's going to put them in a big 3rd down. They're in a territory where I would expect them to go for it, but they really have controlled the clock. They've only capitalized on those quick plays after a big play before that. They're really almost trying to catch them off guard.
So 3rd and 11. Heaton looking, across the middle, fires a strike, complete to Paradis. Who else? And good for a first down. That's a Shields first down, and they are inside the 20-yard line, Adam.
Take a look at that replay, you kids at home. If you want to see how to roll left, plant your feet, and throw right, that was picture perfect right there by Connor Heaton. Again, I'll say it any time a kid I'm not a fan of rolling left with a right-handed quarterback, but he took the time to set his feet. He fired a strike downfield to Paradis. That's the way you do it.
1st and 10 from the 15. And going on the right side, going wide, still going, and he's tough to bring down. They finally bring him down. Is Gus McCoy. He's a handful.
Yeah, great job by McCoy. He's making 2-3 Cardinal defenders bring him down, and even kind of going off with a little bit of injury. Doesn't look like that's affected him much here.
5'8", 160 pounds is all, but he's tough. Low to the ground and done well so far. 3:33 clock running here in the second quarter. 7-0. Central A&M with the lead. And again, they take their time, the Raiders do, to get the play. Make sure they've got what they want. Connor Heaton. And they're going to take another timeout.
Play clock was getting down. I didn't think they were going to get that one off.
So with 3:14 to go in the second quarter, they take a timeout, the Raiders do, and we're going to do the same. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. We'll be back with more second quarter action after this short break. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. And right now, hey, check this out. We're going to find the students with the most school spirit. It's none other than the MTI Fan Cam. Get hands-on training to take off in your career with Midwest Tech. MTI, and you see some red, some white, some gray, some pink. There you see some of the Cardinal fans and enjoying the game tonight. The fans, there's the pink. We talked about it, breast cancer awareness here at Warrensburg-Latham, and the logo on the middle of the field is painted pink, and a lot of pink shirts, and good to see it. Some of the players wearing some pink as well tonight. So, all right. Second down and 3. Look at this. All by himself. Connor Heaton. Is anybody home on that one? Had him touchdown. That's a Young Security touchdown, and it means another $50 donated to St. Martin de Porres, this week's charity in Springfield.
Great job by the Raiders to kind of draw that one up. Had been McCoy a lot out of the backfield, and everybody kept their focus on him. And you can't forget about a player like Connor Heaton, because he'll do that to you all night.
Did a nice job there, obviously, on the fake, and kept it himself, and just like that, 13-0. Central A&M trying to make it 14-0. They will attempt the point after. Raiders will. Jarrett Robertson has the kick. Plenty of leg on that one, and it is good. So with 3:08 to go in the second quarter, 14-0, Central A&M leads the Warrensburg-Latham Cardinals.
Yeah, Central A&M really kind of controlled the ball here tonight. I'm not sure the time of possession, but I got to say it's in heavy favor of the Raiders. And they know that, Nate Hayes is a dynamic quarterback, and he could change this game immediately. So they've done a good job of keeping their playmakers on the field. They've had a lot of big third and fourth down conversions here tonight as well.
And you see some of the young at heart. Look at that. It's a little bit warm out here tonight. Look, they see some Central A&M shirts and fans. Good crowd on both sides tonight.
Yeah, Central A&M is a storied football program. Coach Weekly played on the 02 runner-up team. A lot of their coaching staff were Raider football players. They've won a few state titles. Warrensburg-Latham's getting their program back to what it once was. Coach Godfrey, who is now at Bloomington High School, did a good job of bringing the prominence back here to Warrensburg, and football is really starting to take off again.
And I want to remind you that tonight at 10:15 on ABC, get all of your local high school football highlights on News Channel 20's Friday Night Rivals Recap. That's with Donnie Tillman and Carly Bell. And we are ready for kickoff. And that is an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. It's a bullet. Fielded at the 15, on his feet still. To the 30, 35, 40, 45, and to about the 46-yard line. And guess who? Number 3, Mitchell Leathers.
Yeah, Mitchell Leathers had a few big returns. That's kind of brought the thunder there on that run and took it to the Raider defender. But let's see if Warrensburg can get in the end zone here before halftime, because Central A&M will come back out with the football.
Yeah, you want to get something going there before halftime. Like I said, only 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. So see Cardinals again, or this time they, good field position, the 47-yard line. First and 10 for Nathaniel Hayes and the Cardinals. Hayes keeps it. Good fake. Cross midfield. 45-40. 35 and down the 33-yard line. A first down. That's a Shields first down for Nathaniel Hayes. So that was a good run there, Adam.
Yeah, a little quarterback counter action where he had some linemen pulling and getting in front of him. And great job by the Cardinal offensive line and the secondary to really throw up a few key blocks and let Hayes get free.
Definitely did have some good blocks there, as you could see on the replay as well. And it's a little warm here tonight, and the Cardinals are going to take a timeout, and why not? 2:51 to go, and pretty good field position here now. First and 10, they're on the 34-yard line. So do we have a score? Any other scores? Was it the Rochester?
Rochester did score. They were up 7-0. And then Williamsville did score right before halftime. So 7-7 right down the road, Maroa-Williamsville.
Keep an eye on that one as well. And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games, CW23TV.com. See the Cardinals talking about it on the sideline there in the huddle, and gives everybody a little bit of a break on a warm night.
Yeah, you know, we talked, Coach Aaron Fricke, it's his first year here at Warrensburg-Latham. He's a Lincoln Railer native. He has been down at Piasaw Southwestern for the past few years. Has his dad on staff, so again, it's another family-type atmosphere at Warrensburg-Latham.
First and 10 from the 34. Hayes with the give, and look who it is, and tripped up Davis Brumbaugh. Thought he might get a little more than that, but still moves the ball. He got about 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 5.
I know a lot of people tuning into this game and here in the stands are curious about St. Teresa and Tuscola, a big CIC matchup. It is 14-14. That game was in the second quarter at last check.
As good as advertised, right? So far, it sounds like. All right, 2:26 to go in the second. 2nd and 5. Hayes throws. Oh, and a good catch there. And into the end zone, touchdown, Mitchell Leathers. And that is a Young Security touchdown and $50 for this week's charity, St. Martin de Porres in Springfield.
Great job by Hayes, and Leathers had to adjust to that ball. It was a little bit underthrown. He made the adjustment. Raider defender did not. 6 points for the Cardinals.
He really did make the adjustment. You see the replay here.
Just came back. Might have got a little away with a little bit of a hand.
A little bit, but it's good. And the Cardinals hope that the extra point is good here to cut that lead in half. It's 14-6. Cardinals will attempt the extra point. And there's the kick. It is up, and it is good. So the extra point by Sean Troike is good, and it is a 14-7 game. The Raiders lead the Cardinals 14-7 in the second, Adam, and that's just what you wanted to do if you're the Cardinals before halftime.
Great job by the Cardinals. Now if they can get a stop here, maybe keep this game at a 7-point ball game, or maybe if they get it back, maybe try to get some more points on the board. But this next drive is going to be huge.
And we'll see how the Cardinals handle it on defense. And there's that scoring drive there, 47 seconds. Not too bad. Pretty efficient, Adam. 53 yards and 3 plays. You take that every time, won't you, if you're a coach?
I think so. I think that's a very favorable drive. And I think that's kind of what we envisioned when we were looked to this game on the schedule. And thought we were going to see some quick scoring offenses, some high-powered. We've seen a lot of big plays, some big playmakers, but it's been a defensive battle kind of tonight.
And you saw that shot just a second ago. It's not snowing here in Warrensburg. That's a lot of the bugs that are things that are flying around on this warm night. So that happens in September when you have lights and a little bit of warm temperatures. But there it is. See, it's not snow, Adam. I told you, just some bugs. But
yeah,
hey,
thank God it's not snow.
It's all good. And 14-7, we've got a good game here, as we thought we would. And so far, so good. So the Cardinals will kick off to the Raiders. And doing the kicking honors for Warrensburg-Latham will be Sean Troike, the senior, who just made the extra point. And you know the Raiders want to return this one. And
Looks like Central A&M's setting up for maybe a short kick to see what happens.
And there is an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, fielded at the 30, bobbled and caught and out of bounds by number 6 on the short kick there, and that's Connor Hutchins for Central A&M.
Great job by Hutchins. You know, you almost want to tell him just take a step to the left and go right out of bounds because you took kind of a big hit right there. But
he did.
Good field position here for the Raiders.
He did take a pretty good hit there and held on to the ball. And 1st and 10 from the 31 with 2:11 to go. And, of course, coming up at halftime, the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report here on CW23. We enjoy that every week, bring you up to date on scores. And
maybe give away some money, too.
We'll try to do that. We will try to do that. If you haven't seen it before, stay tuned. That's coming up in a little bit. And there's the give to the 33-yard line, maybe about the 33-yard line. And
we're going to get a timeout here.
Yes, the Cardinals take it. Yep. With 2:02 to go in the second quarter. So they're going to talk about it. Both sides will, and why not? And yeah, part of the Susan's Auto Mall halftime challenge is a kick. And we do have a kicker, a person who's going to attempt. So it is, I will tell you this much. I won't tell you who it is, but this person's parents are both teachers here at Warrensburg-Latham. So how's that? And it should be interesting. It always is, right, Adam?
Yeah.
So last week we had a wet field at Springfield High. So
that is a first-grade tease right there, giving everybody a little hint, but now they're sitting at home thinking about who it might be.
And want to remind you that, hey, you can wake up with Joe Crane and get your out-the-door forecast weekday mornings on ABC News Channel 20 Sunrise. And I do that sometimes. And Joe Crane, I listen to him for the forecast. And most of the time, he's on target. Yep. Joe, you do a good job. He really does. The meteorologist for Channel 20, ABC News Channel 20.
Wonder he might be out at the Southeast Sacred Heart Griffin game tonight.
Probably is. I wouldn't doubt that. So here we go. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He does throw. Got it, man. Complete. Cross midfield. Checked it to the 45. 47. I jumped the gun a little bit there, but good enough for a first down. That is a Shields first down. And who else? Nobody, no other than Jacob Paradis. Well, he gets the Shields first down.
He had a big momentum. He almost broke that last tackle, and he would have been cross midfield and more if they wouldn't have hung on to him right there.
So 1st and 10 after they move the chains. And Central A&M wants to move the ball again. Back to throw, a strike. And complete. The 46-yard line, 47-yard line for the Raiders. So the completion by Court Fenton, the junior, to give him a gain of about 6 on the play. So 2nd down and 4.
He did get out of bounds, so clock will stop so they can take their time a little bit to call this play, but a lot of time left.
Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. On 2nd and 4. Hutchins was in motion. Do they throw it to him? It's complete far sidelines, and Hutchins does get the pass. He was in motion and gain of maybe 2 on the play. So 3rd and short, Adam, and clock stopped. He was out, so 1:32 to go.
So this is big for Warrensburg. Get a stop here, get him to 4th down. And then if you're Coach Weekly and the Raiders, do you punt, try to pin them deep here before halftime? Do you go for it? You've had some 4th down success. It's something to maybe think about.
So the officials are talking about something out there. And you think they're talking about the Susan's Auto Mall halftime?
They're probably wondering who this kicker is.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So the kicker's got parents that are teachers. It's maybe bothered them.
Who is it? All right. Wait, we're almost set. And it is a little warm tonight.
I think they're going to ask for maybe a few more seconds to be put back
on the clock.
Yep.
Okay.
Bad looking yard.
Let's see. I think you're right about that.
Yep, they're gonna move the clock up to 1:40.
So 8 seconds I'll put back on the clock. There we go, 1:40. So all right. So 140 on 3rd and 2 from the 45.
You know what, now that I think about it, we've been pretty penalty-free here tonight so far.
We had 1, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. And going to throw a high pass, caught, complete at the 40, 35, out of bounds at the 32. And Jacob Paradis, and they will move the chains. 1st and 10, a Shields first down, and the clock stops.
That was a gutsy throw there by Heaton, just a simple option play, but he pulled it and kind of blindly threw that out to Paradis with guys in front of him, but he trusts him, and it looks like it paid off.
I think you're right. Trust on that play, and worked out. 1st and 10, ball on the 33. Heaton looking, throws a bullet and complete, and out of bounds, stops the clock inside the 20. So a good catch there for Cord Fenton. Raiders moving.
Throw by Heaton.
He's got a good arm.
He could be a special quarterback. I know he's a dynamite basketball player too, but that's a beautiful toss right there.
And that is another Shields first down.
We've seen 2 really, really good up-and-coming quarterbacks that people are going to pay attention to here for the next 2-3 years.
So 1st and 10 from the 17. Heaton, hands off. Trying to find something up the middle. Not much there this time for the Raiders. Clock runs, and Ole is the carrier. Connor Ole, number 15, gets the ball. So, see if they go quickly on this. Again, 1 timeout for the Cardinals and 1 for the Raiders. 2nd and 7. You want to get something going here on the board again if you're the Raiders, so this close.
They'll come back out with the football too.
Rolling right, throwing a bullet and too much, and couldn't quite hang on to it. He throws that ball hard, and the intended receiver, Jacob Paradis, in the end zone.
We talked about earlier, there's a lot of trust between him and Paradis, so he thinks if he can get it out there and get it to him, Paradis is going to make that play, but just that would have been a very, very tough catch. Great job by the Cardinals to have that pretty well defended.
Paradis is 5'8", 145 pounds, and he packs a punch, but if he was about 6'4", he might have had that one because he could have jumped a little taller, but just almost had it there. I think 50 seconds to go.
Coach Smith, the Central A&M Raiders basketball coach, would probably like it if he was 6'4" as well, but he does a great job with being 5'8".
He really does. So 3rd and 7. And who's got it? Yep, he does. Paradis, the right side, on his feet down the sidelines, and did he get out of bounds or not? It is.
I don't think he got out of bounds, but he did get a first down.
He got the first down, which is huge. That's a Shields first down, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line, and they're going to go quickly to the line of scrimmage. The Raiders try to catch the Cardinals off guard. And there's the keeper there, coming back left, spinning. Not too much. He spun a lot, but Heaton couldn't get into the end zone. They're going to keep going with the clock running. 26 seconds, 25 here in the second quarter. So now it's 2nd and a couple. And up the middle they go.
Still short. They're going to mark him short.
Not there. 10 seconds, 9. They're going to call timeout or
I think they
spike. Let's see what they. If somebody hurt, they better call time. Somebody does. And somebody might be hurt. Or they
I don't know
scramble for the ball or what they're doing down there.
But scramble for the ball.
Okay.
Arguing about spot. Either way,
it's
if you're not, they already called him down. You're not in. You got to get back up. You got to get back on the football. So now I think they're going to spike it.
Adam, this is tough. 3rd and goal from.
Can't take timeouts. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Check that, 3rd and 1. Sorry about that.
Well, you can't take timeouts with you. I'm surprised the A&M's not going to call a timeout.
Now so here's the replay.
He is short.
Ole is short.
He kind of moved there as it went on and tried
to sneak up.
So
are they talking about where they're going to move the ball or not? Let's see. And Jacob Paradis wants to be in on that and hear what's going on. See what they.
Sometimes as a player, you try to sneak into those meetings and maybe get a decision made your way. But it looks like
right,
whatever they talked about, we're good.
All right, so 3rd and 1 from the 6, 4 seconds to go. Under center, and Heaton. So he stops the clock, spiking it with 3 seconds to go, and you have a timeout.
Yeah. So do you? I think it looks like the Raiders are going to try to kick. It was going to be, do you kick it here? Do you maybe try to punch in the end zone? You're going to get the ball back coming out of halftime, so maybe you just try to get some points on the board.
You're leading 14-7.
Oh, he sent it.
Are they going to go? Okay, so they
back out. So
looks like they're going to go for it. So 4th down and goal from the 2.
Line up in a
4th and 2.
Old school
and
full house formation here.
And the Cardinals take a timeout. Want to make sure they're lined up defensively, Adam.
Yeah,
so,
the formation they haven't seen
well.
here tonight. Want to make sure your guys are lined up correctly. Now you can almost play a little chess match here. If you're Central A&M, you could line up in something completely different than what you just showed right there.
So there you see Carly Bell trying to maybe find out what's going on.
She might be trying to give him some tips, some of her know-how.
There you go. Why not? So 14-7 Central A&M, and they're trying to add to that lead before halftime. The Raiders are, and this would be a big momentum either way, Adam.
Yeah.
You want to stop them, obviously. The Cardinals would be a big lift, big boost going into halftime.
Yep. You know, Hayes just let them down on that scoring drive. It was pretty quick. You feel pretty confident going into halftime with that last drive offensively. If you can get another big stop inside your red zone, this would be their 2nd stop inside the 10-yard line against the Raiders here tonight. That would be huge also going into halftime.
So we don't say this a lot probably in the first half, but this is a pretty big play in this game, at least certainly to this point. It is 4th and goal from the 2. Heaton under center. What's he going to do? He's going to roll left and throw it, dump it into the end zone. Oh, could not hang on to it. Oh, and that's how the half will end. So they tried, couldn't quite hang on, and look at the replay.
Again,
it was a good call, Adam, but tough play to catch. Oh, Cord Fenton, number 9, couldn't quite hang on to it. Or check that, number 6, sorry about that. And it just, Connor Hutchins couldn't hang on to it. So 14-7 is how we end the first half. Coming up next is the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report here on CW23. And we've got a good game here, Adam.
Yeah, for sure. And that was a huge stop there by Warrensburg-Latham. A great play call. He had a chance, but they did a great job of getting pressure in Heaton's face. He couldn't make that throw as strong as he wanted to. And we're looking at a 7-point ball game.
And I believe we're going to hear from one of the coaches here in just a moment. Carly Bell is down the field. Carly, go ahead. Carly Bell, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Weekly. You're up 14-7. You were able to get all the way down to the goal line. What was the play call with 3 seconds left?
We had an option which the quarterback could either, if they cheated down, we could break contain, or he had the option to throw it in the back pylon there. And he chose the second. We didn't get in. And the good thing is we get the ball coming out in the second half.
So what do you want to do coming out in the second half with you guys getting the ball?
Well, we got to continue to establish ourselves on the offensive line, defensive line. I thought we were doing a pretty good job there. Continue to establish the run and take advantage of the opportunities that they give us.
You have been killing it on 3rd down. You're 5 for 7 right now. It seems to be something that's been consistent with you guys all season. Is that kind of the game plan coming into this?
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're pretty confident in our ability to get a first down. Our quarterback has a good grasp of what he's doing now, and we feel like we got an opportunity every time he's got the ball in his hands.
Thank you so much, Coach. Have a great halftime. Back up to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks, Carly, and we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more, a lot more. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime show here on CW23. Back with more at halftime in just a minute. Welcome back. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime show here on Friday Night Rivals. We're in Warrensburg, and a great shot of the moon. Check it out. Halftime, 14-7 Central A&M with the 14-7 lead over the home team, the Warrensburg-Latham Cardinals. And we'll let you know that earlier today, SEFCU presented Warrensburg-Latham High School with a $500 donation to say thank you for hosting tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup. SEFCU will make a $500 donation to each Friday Night Rivals host school throughout the season for use for their general fund. SEFCU is proud to support our communities, our schools, and our students with Friday Night Rivals, thanks to Warrensburg-Latham High School. And right now, we're going to go down to Carly Bell. Carly?
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with the superintendent of Warrensburg-Latham and the athletic director of Central A&M. We have Krista and Sean here. We're going to start with you, Sean. We highlighted the FFA program this week with you guys. Can you go a little bit more in depth about that?
Well, our FFA is one of the state's most renowned programs, and Mrs. Bergner, Mrs. Betsy Bergner, does just a wonderful job with it. She was excited you came to our school. You know, it's not only for farmers, it's for individual students as well, and it's just an outstanding program.
Are there some of those students here tonight?
Oh yeah, there's several of them over there on our sideline.
Cheering on those Raiders. They're up 14-7. How happy are you right now?
Well, I'm happy, but it should be a little bit more than that. I'm not going to lie.
Now we go over to the home team in Warrensburg. We're here with the superintendent, Kristen. We highlighted the environmental science and the national recycling project that you guys have entered in. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. Our teacher, Mrs. Waddell, she's amazing, provides tons of hands-on opportunities for our students, and the recycling program really was student-generated and driven, so that's always an exciting thing to hear.
Have you guys started to bring it maybe to the football field and try and use maybe any of the concession stands to kind of pursue that recycling program a little bit more?
Yes, the students have things in every building, so our elementary, middle school, high school, our district office as well as our athletic facilities. And it's really kind of cool because our high school students are able to go down and talk to our elementary students, since we are all on one campus, and help educate them and teach them the importance of recycling.
Now, unfortunately, you guys are down 14-7, but what's your take on this game so far?
I knew it would probably be a pretty competitive, close game, but I have no doubt the Cardinals will come out fighting.
Oh boy, we got a rivalry brewing. Well, thank you guys so much. I also loved coming out to your schools and meeting your students today, so thank you so much. We're going to send it back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, Carly, and we're going to take a short break as you get a shot of the Warrensburg-Latham Band. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime show on Friday Night Rivals. Back with more from halftime from Warrensburg in just a minute. Welcome back to the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. We are in Warrensburg. Halftime here in Warrensburg, and want to remind you that throughout this Friday Night Rivals season, NORTRAC will recognize an exceptional senior student athlete from each participating school with a plaque presentation prior to each game. This week's NORTRAC Scholar athletes are from Warrensburg-Latham, Mitchell Leathers. Mitchell has a 4.87 grade point average. He plays basketball, runs track, and has been on the varsity football team since he was a freshman. Mitchell is a member of the National Honor Society and volunteers his time doing community service. And from Central A&M, Jaeger Minot. Jaeger has a 3.76 grade point average. He was captain of the track team, plays football. Jaeger is on student council and serves as class president. He volunteers at the Kirby Strawn Foundation, Casey Williams Foundation, and St. Mary's Catholic Church. These students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season, courtesy of NORTRAC. NORTRAC is proud to support and encourage exceptional student athletes across Central Illinois. Congratulations to both of this week's NORTRAC Scholar athletes. From Central A&M, Jaeger Minot, and from Warrensburg-Latham, Mitchell Leathers. Keep up the great work, and thanks to NORTRAC. And we'll be back with more here on CW23. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. And you're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime show on Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Sorry, I blew that. Hey, it's halftime, and I'm excited because Adam Anderson, look at this. It's the halftime challenge.
I'm ready.
Here's how this works. Our contestant, Noah Waddleworth, a senior from Warrensburg-Latham High School. His parents are both teachers here at the high school. And here's how this works. If he makes a 15-yard field goal, he'll get $50, and $250 will go to the home school, Warrensburg-Latham. If he makes a 20-yard field goal, he wins $100 and $500 goes to the home school. If he makes a 25-yard field goal, he'll get $250 and $1,000 goes to Warrensburg-Latham. He'll start with the 15-yard field goal, but has to make each one to move on. Noah Waddell, there he is. Look at, he's ready to go. And let's send it down for the kick. Here we go, Adam Anderson. All right, the ball is lined up.
We've given away at least some money every week. So
ideal field conditions. Come on, you can do it. Noah, mom and dad are teachers. Oh, he nailed it, did he not?
Coach Frankie might be trying to sign him up here.
Nice. It is good. And that is $50 for him and $250 for the Cardinals. All right, now a 20-yarder. Let's see.
Got it.
Oh, gets it. Wow, $100 for him and $500 for the Cardinals.
Wow.
Oh, this is exciting.
Now,
oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
We haven't been to this third kick.
Oh, my gosh.
We've
First time in 4 years.
Yes.
All right, 25-yard field goal. He would get $250 and $1,000 for Warrensburg-Latham High School. This is exciting. This is as good as it gets, Adam Anderson. Look at this. He is ready.
$150 up right now.
Look at that. He is set. Oh, my gosh. So this is not easy. 25 yards away. All right.
This is huge.
Here we go. Halftime. Kick is up. Oh, is it good? Yeah! Woo! Congratulations, Noah Waddleworth. 3 for 3. That's $250 for him. $1,000 for Warrensburg-Latham. He wins. He gets the gold medal of the halftime challenge. Susan's Auto Mall. Susan Langheim be happy to give that money away. Look at that. No, look at calm as could be. Where's mom and dad? Look at that's awesome. That is just awesome. All right.
If Coach Fricky doesn't have a kicker, he might be trying to call Noah next week after he sees the replay.
Look, look at you see that?
He is excited.
He's in the band. I think he's in the band. He's going back to pep band. Look at that. Oh my gosh. All right, that's good stuff. All right, here's some halftime stats, Adam. 14-7 Central A&M, but you'd never know that. Which, I mean, you'd think the Cardinals were down more than 7 by
the
looking.
Stats tell a different story. The Central A&M has had the ball a lot of the time here. The Warrensburg-Latham has also had a lot of short fields too. So kind of a different story, and really one that jumps out to me with Central A&M. Jacob Paradis has 8 catches for 170 yards and a touchdown.
Wow.
Connor Heaton's only completed 12 passes. 8 of them have been to Paradis.
All right, let's go down to Carly Bell down on the sidelines. Carly?
14-7, but you did come up with that big stop right before halftime. What did that mean for you guys with the energy going into the locker room?
Well, we had to get a little momentum going there. It's coach talk, but mistakes, dropping passes early on there really killed some drives. But, get one in, you're down a score, so come back out this half and hopefully get a good stop.
Now, you also put some points on the board right before half, another swing for momentum, but what's kind of the goal coming into the second half right now?
I think offensively we just got to make sure we're throwing it to our own team, we're catching passes, and just eliminate the mistakes because they're a good football team, but we know we are too. So.
All right, Coach, have a great second half. Thank you, man. Send you back up to the booth.
All right. Thank you very much, Carly, and appreciate it. We're going to take a short break. You're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime show on Friday Night Rivals. Back with more at halftime here from Warrensburg. Stay with us. All right, you're watching the Susan's Auto Mall halftime show on Friday Night Rivals, and we're going to go down to Carly Bell. Carly Bell, who do you have?
Well, I am here with Noah, who's the first ever actually to make all 3 field goals. First off, you had to do a quick change to do these. Walk me through that.
I had a performance in the band, and I had to take my jeans off real quick, had the shorts underneath, and get out there real quick so I can make some field goals.
Kid of all talents. Now talk to me, what was the mentality going into those field goals?
See, I've never kicked a field goal in my life until a few hours ago when I was asked if I wanted to do it. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And then I went to soccer practice right after, kicked a few, and I was like, we'll take a chance and just hope for the best.
Now what are you going to do with your winnings?
I might save it, college. I'm a senior, might save it. Yeah.
Now you guys are down 14-7. You want to give me a score prediction for you guys?
Honestly, I have no idea. No, I think we can come back for sure, yeah. But I really couldn't give not a clue. No
numbers, that's fine.
No numbers.
Well, congratulations, Noah. We're going to send it back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to Noah Waddleworth. Adam, that must be the secret. You don't think about it. You practice a little bit, and boom, put the shorts on, and boom. Congrats to him and to Warrensburg-Latham. He'll get some money, and so will the school. All right, we are ready, and that is an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff. Second half, and who gets it? Number 6, and to the 34-yard line. And we talked about it, that the Raiders would get the ball, and that's Connor Hutchins with the return there for the Raiders.
Yeah, let's see what kind of adjustments they made and talked about at halftime. They've been kind of a bend but not break a lot here tonight. So, see an opening drive with the Raiders, maybe changed it up a little bit. Almost got in the end zone there before halftime, but if you're Warrensburg-Latham, you got to feel pretty happy only being down 14-7 here tonight.
Yeah, and if you didn't have a chance to see the statistics we put up at halftime a couple of minutes ago, incredible. Very lopsided in favor of Central A&M, but the score 14-7. The Cardinals were right there, and they've got to be happy about that.
Yeah, stats don't mean much. It's all about the scoreboard.
All right. 1st and 10. First possession of the second half. Connor Heaton says, hey, go in motion, and he hands off to number 3, Jacob Paradis, and Paradis tries to get something going up the middle there, so he took maybe 1 on the play.
He took a big hit there by Jason Thompson. He's kind of waiting for him. Maybe they've sniffed that one out, but you've got to keep all eyes on Paradis anyways. He's been all over the field. He's got 8 catches already in the first half, so I'd expect him to have another big half too.
And Adam, we had a Rochester MacArthur score. The latest you have is?
Latest I had was MacArthur 14, Rochester 9. Also an update from Aurora 21, Williamsville 7. That game was late in the third quarter.
Okay, low snap. Heaton has it, rolling right, throws hard, and almost picked up. But no, is it complete? It is.
They're going to call him in downs too?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, good catch there. And they'll move the chains. That is a Casey's General Store first down here in the third quarter as they move the chains for the Raiders. So that was a nice catch there. And Jacob Paradis, look, is he? He's a little tired. He's a little tired. Could be. He's working hard tonight. So 1st and 10. The Raiders are into Cardinal territory here in the third quarter. And there's the give to number 15, Connor Ohl, and they mix it up a little bit. The Raiders do, and tries to get something there.
Again, with Paradis having such a big half, he's going to cause a lot of distraction, going in motion, faking to him, trying to get something going underneath. Good job by the Cardinals to stay home and kind of prevent a big run there.
So it's 2nd down and 4. Raiders looked at the sidelines, get the call, and 10-20 to go. The third, and he's going to keep it himself and goes left, goes right, up the middle. Connor Heaton with a good carry, keeper, and that's good for a first down, a Casey's General Store first down as they move the chains.
And he made a big move there on Will Kent. Will Kent was lucky to grab a leg and bring Heaton down, or we could be talking about another touchdown run for the quarterback.
You're watching CEFQ Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. And there's the give, and nothing doing. The Cardinals snuffed that out, so Jacob Paradis, for one of the few times tonight, stopped there for a loss on the play.
Yeah, and again, number 52, Jathan Thompson, must have seen something in the first half. Now he's kind of jumping that, and that's 2 times on the same play. He's been right there to stop Paradis before he could get going.
Cord Fenton, number 9, is next to Heaton on this one. See if he gets the carry. Nope, Heaton goes to the air. Timing play, go just over out of the hands and reach of Jacob Paradis. So a little bit of a timing play there, just a little too much on it.
Yep, and I think Paradis didn't expect that ball to get out there so quick. He kind of was trying to separate himself and try to find it late to get his hands up, but he was still right there. He's about fingertips away from turning that into a huge play, potentially another touchdown for the Raiders. So let's see if they play the field position game here, if they're just going to go for it, because this is, oh, it's only 3rd down. I'm getting ahead of myself.
But it's 3rd and 15. That's all right. That's all right. Back to throw, in trouble. Going to get rid of it. Does. Throws a bullet and in and out of the hands. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Connor Hutchins.
Great job by Heaton to kind of prevent maybe a big sack. And again, he's throwing fastballs out there. Just went through the hands of Hutchins.
Check that. That was Paradis, I guess, on the play. So the guy's everywhere. Paradis everywhere. He's something. So, all right, 4th and 15.
This is the first punt here for the Raiders tonight.
And Cardinals have one man back to receive the punt. That's Mitchell Leathers. There's the punt. Good kick. And, oh, it goes into the end zone. So
got a flag down.
One of the few we've had tonight. So, yeah, we'll see what that's all about. After the punt by the Raiders.
There's a flag on the play.
And there's.
They're talking about it, and
not sure what.
Thinking about it.
Watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. We are in Warrensburg tonight, and 3rd quarter got a good one here. So, see what they. And they're talking about what the flag's all about. The official.
It looks
Here we
like
go.
it's going to
Let's
get.
see. Oh,
I got holding.
Okay.
Red.
Holding call against the Cardinals.
First down.
Okay. We got holding is the call after all that. So
that'll put Warrensburg-Latham on their own 10-yard line.
So not what the Cardinals wanted. They take over and 1st and 10. See some shots of the fans trying to figure it out too. So still talking. They've made the call, so they got to go back.
Yep.
I believe it's half the distance to the goal. First.
You hear the PA announcer. It is half the distance, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 10.
How about 1st and 10 from the 10?
So after all that, Adam, 1st and 10 from the 10, 8:59 to go in the 3rd. Nathaniel Hayes in the gun. And he keeps it, finds a hole, and goes forward to about the 17-yard line. Picks up about 5, so 2nd and 5.
Yeah, again, a design run there for Hayes, and snuck through and was close to making that a big run. I saw him jogging on the sideline trying to get, he took some big hits there in the first half. I think he's still trying to get a little bit loose. Hopefully he's okay here for the rest of the game, because he is a key part of this Cardinal offense.
Indeed he is. 2nd down, there's a run, got some room, and good run by number 3, Mitchell Leathers. And that is a 1st down, and check that on the carry, Davis Brumbaugh. He has 2 threes. That's a Casey's General Store 1st down for Davis Brumbaugh and the Cardinals.
So both teams have really wanted to establish a run game here tonight. They've talked about it, and they've done a good job, but I venture to say you got to look to see if maybe you hit somebody over the top at some point.
So Brumbaugh, number 33, gets about 3, maybe 4 yards. The senior brings up 2nd down. Cardinals keep it on the ground here and going the right way.
Keep an eye on number 11. Will Kent hasn't done much offensively. He's had a lot of big plays defensively, but he is a playmaker for the Cardinals.
Back to throw, and he does. Complete to Mitchell Leathers. And staying, spinning. A couple of Raiders finally get him down. Good pickup there on second down, the senior. So that will be a first down. They move the chains. That's a Casey's General Store first down.
Great job
the Cardinals.
By Leathers. He did a lot of juking and jiving and trying to get anywhere.
And Leathers is down. I don't know if he's cramping up a little bit. Hard to tell, Adam. Could be.
He's rubbing his calves. And
let's see if
the
trainer's out there.
Trainer's out there flexing. I would say he's got a little bit of a cramp. It is a hot night. You wouldn't expect that kind of weather here in week 4.
So 14-7. The Cardinals trailing the Central A&M Raiders. Warrensburg undefeated, 3-0, and Central A&M 2-1. And yeah, there they add them more than likely. Probably is some cramping on a warm night.
Yeah,
a warm night, and he's been pretty busy. So we'll try to keep you. We'll keep you posted on some other area scores, and we'll let you know that earlier this week we spoke with Prairie Heart Institute. Take a look at tonight's Heart of the Game message brought to you by the Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois.
Well, now it's time for the St. John's College of Nursing. Right now is Charlene Aaron, St. John's College of Nursing. Thanks for taking out the time to talk with us. Tell us about some of the college has for prospective students.
Thank you very much for having me today. We offer degree nursing for traditional students. It's about 2 years to complete the program. We also have an Excel program which takes about 17 months, and that program is available for prospective students coming in who already have a bachelor's degree in another field. So they get to fast track. And we have an RN to BSN program for those nurses who want to get the bachelor's degree. And we have a new program been up and running for a couple. One track is for family nurse, and the other is for a nurse leadership administrator.
College of Nursing
Back behind the line of scrimmage, lost the 2, will bring up second down
might
and
be
12.
potentially interesting.
I really want to encourage young people a career in nursing because you can really thrive with a nursing career and be independent, and it is attainable for anyone. We have students that talk to us at career fairs and say they don't think that they could handle the curriculum, but then it is difficult, but we have many things in place to accommodate individual needs to help every student be successful and graduate from our program.
Well, we appreciate you taking out.
All right. So the reception there by Mitchell Leathers for the Cardinals. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 here with 6:17 to go. Clock running in the third quarter. And again, thanks to the Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois being one of our major sponsors this year on this season on Friday Night Rivals. So 3rd and 5, Adam, and Cardinals spreading things out a little bit here on this play.
It's a big third down for Warrensburg-Latham.
Hayes looks back to throw. Tosses it. Oh, and can't hang on to it. I think he tried to run a little bit before he had it. Was going to get hit either way and couldn't hang on to it. Number 33, Davis Brumbaugh for the Cardinals, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Had a screenplay set up. It played pretty nicely there by the Raiders defensively, and Hayes had some pressure in his face quickly because of the screen, and probably had to throw that one a little bit higher than he wanted to, but they're on here to punt now. Great job by the Raiders to keep this Cardinal offense off the field again.
So punting situation here for the Cardinals. Raiders 2 men back. Pretty good punt there. High bounce and will not be returned, and the Cardinals down it at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Raiders will take over on offense.
Score update from Maroa. Maroa 21, Williamsville 15. That game was right before the fourth quarter. Every other score is kind of held standard. No update from MacArthur Rochester. So once we get some more news, we'll pass that along to you folks at home.
So 5:39 to go, third quarter, 14-7. And if anybody caught the Mountain Dew High School Football Preview Show from 6:30 to 7 tonight on here on CW, we talked about, I think several of us, I was one said, hey, be a lot of offense, but not high scoring, not so far, but good game. And there's a good run there, still on his feet to the 35 to the 37-yard line, and Gus McCoy. And that's good for a first down. That is a Casey's General Store first down for the Raiders.
Great job by the Raiders. They've kind of run through, 2-3 guys in the backfield, a little bit of a committee, but McCoy has done the best job here tonight on taking advantage of his opportunities. He's had a lot of big runs for the Raiders.
Good burst of speed on that play. And he's going to keep it. He being Connor Heaton. No. Sideline, cross to close to midfield, and out of bounds was a pass. I'm sorry. Okay, so Jacob Paradis, number 3.
So that should actually, for you folks at home, that is an option play, because you're going to think, oh, well, he threw it out there. Well, Paradis was still behind him. He's still behind the line of scrimmage, so it's just like throwing a lateral. So you see how Paradis caught that ball a yard behind him. Legal play, that's kind of your new age option.
2nd and 1. Heaton's going to keep it himself and has the first down.
Got just enough there.
And that's going to be a Casey's General Store first down with 5:08 to go in the third quarter. So Central A&M pretty steady here on the ground. Ball on the 48-yard line. There's the give. Up the middle is McCoy.
McCoy up the middle, gain of 6 yards.
Give him 6, so into Cardinal territory. Bring up 2nd and 4. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. So the Raiders, good ground game here tonight. We saw that in the first half and seeing it here again in the second half.
Gus McCoy, 9 attempts, 61 yards. Outside of Heaton, he is the leading rusher here for the Raiders tonight. Taking advantage of those carries he's getting.
And there's the pitch. Oh, not a good one. Ball is loose. Oh, and I think the Raiders got it back. Oh, wow. Fumble. That had disaster written all over it, but Connor Hutchins, number 6, I think, got the ball back. You see the replay. There's the pitch. Not a good pitch. And he went forward on that, Adam. So that would have
tough pitch. It was close to being kind of an illegal forward pass, and Paradis took a big hit by Will Kent there, number 11. Got back there, and he's the one that kind of disrupted all that. And Raiders got to feel extremely lucky to get the ball back here on third down.
3rd and 11. Looking in trouble is Heaton. Oh, he's trying to get rid of it. He does. Fires it. Oh! Hit and a flag, and that's got to be interference.
Yeah. Hit him probably a second too early. It's going to be called interference. So take a look at the replay.
Here it is.
Heaton does all he can to keep that one alive, and again, just an unbelievable arm strength. That's a bang play. Actually, looking at the replay there, I'm not sure that was pass interference.
Closer than I think we thought.
Yep.
But they called it, so. And it's a big play in this game. We'll wait for the.
It's going to be a huge swing of momentum.
Pass interference on the Cardinals.
So
10 yards from previous spot. 10 from the previous spot. 10 from the previous spot.
15-yard penalty. First and 10.
Well, he said 10, 15 from the spot. So now you've got. So we've got this figured out, I hope. The ball is on the 42, but
yeah, I think they're going to talk about it because it is a 15-yard. Pass interference is a 15-yard penalty.
And they are going to talk about it. You see some of the
if it were
Raiders fans.
Holding would be 10 yards from the previous spot.
Haven't had too many penalties tonight.
Yeah, we've been
and now they're going to move it again.
Yeah, so
that's,
they are going to move it up to the 15 yards. It is an automatic first down.
First down. So that's a Casey's General Store first down. So now
I'm more mesmerized on that last play by the arm on Connor Heaton. I mean, that was a bullet right there.
There's a run up the middle. Stopped. McCoy. Gus McCoy, the senior, not much there that time. But so, and you hear the Cardinal fans coming to life here. They want to stop the Raiders.
It was a huge swing right there on that. It was a bang play. When I originally saw the play, I thought, you know what, he did get there early. Looking at the replay, it was pretty timed close to when the ball got there. So, again, we have the ability to look at it. The referees don't. You got to make a judgment call. And when he first threw the flag, I think we both agreed that it was the right call.
2nd and 8. And the call here is a handoff and a flag as well. And the Cardinal defense, they are fired up at him. But yeah, we've got a flag.
There is going to be a
Maxwell with the stop, but
it's going to be a hold on the Raiders.
So.
I'll take it back.
All right, so they'll push the Raiders back, the Cardinal defense and the Cardinal faithful. They love that. So 10-yard penalty, of course. And it will be 2nd and long. Ball on the 45, and the
Warrensburg faithful is fired up right now. This is a tight ball game. They need a huge stop right here.
Heaton rolling, looking, running out of real estate, gets it away, intercepted at the 20, the 30, 35, still going into the 37-yard line, and wow, the interception there by Will Kent.
Great job.
You can feel that coming at him.
Great job. I think Heaton kind of trusted a little too much in his arm right there and just kind of flung that downfield to no one. Again, in high school football, for you folks that watch a lot of college and NFL, you can't just throw it out of bounds like the quarterbacks do. It's got to be towards one of your guys or it's intentional grounding. So not sure what Heaton saw right there. He didn't get enough on it to get down the field towards Paradis. And big play by Kent. Had a decent return, and this Warrensburg sideline is fired up right now.
And I said you could just feel it coming. You felt something big might be coming, and see if the Cardinals keep the momentum going here on 1st down from the 38. Back to throw is Hayes, and he does throw deep. And is it fight for the ball? Who's got it? Who's got it? Oh, Will Kent. Wow. To the 20-yard line. That's a Casey's General first down and more.
Great job by Kent to, one, catch that ball in traffic and then hold on to it. Check out the replay here. Good throw by Hayes to step up, and that's a tight window right there, and great concentration by Will Kent.
You talk about threading the needle there. Great struggle. I mean, good effort there for the fighting for the ball, and none other than Jacob Paradis, but Kent held on, and that's another Casey's General Store first down. And they're on the 22-yard line of Central A&M.
We got a barn burner, folks.
We do. Hayes keeps it.
Got to get upfield.
Goes left. And out of bounds at the 19, or about the 19-yard line. Give him about maybe 3 on the play.
Great job by the Raiders to string that one out. He kind of went more north and south and east and west and right there, and just he got what he could get there. I thought he could. He had a good sea of red out in front of him.
Well, we talked about on the preview show and on the news tonight about maybe the defense, a big play or something, and that could be one. Let's see if the Cardinals capitalize. Back to throw is Hayes. Does throw, times it. Oh, incomplete. And that was probably closer to an A&M player than a Cardinal, but no harm, nothing there. Just lose it down, or next down, and 3rd and 7 now from the 20-yard line.
Might have been a little bit of miscommunication. He had Jordan Tedford went in. He also had Mitchell Leathers coming across the field, so kind of had 2 guys in one area, and neither one of them were very open. So
on 3rd down, how will the Cardinals play
pressure
it?
here from the Raiders?
Hayes throws it. Oh, and a man on him, and yeah, flag, 2 flags. I'm going to guess it's interference, Adam, right? So,
and again, another 3rd down and a big pass interference call.
And here's the official call.
Pass interference.
Pass interference. Raiders.
So, another big play. So it is 1st down, and a Casey's General Store 1st down for the Cardinals. They're waiting for the and 1st and 10. So 1st and goal. And it doesn't get any longer than that. 10 yards for a touchdown. I mean, goal. So 1st and goal. You got to get it in there. Hayes waits, Gazzett looks to throw, goes right side, got a man, and how about touchdown? Good play there, a touchdown, Davis Brumbaugh, and that's another $50 donation courtesy of Young Security to St. Martin de Porres in Springfield.
Great job by the Cardinals. Brumbaugh came in motion here. Nobody came out with him, so Central A&M was in a predicament where they had 2 Cardinal offensive players out there, but only 1 defender. So Hayes just kind of maybe got in a little bit of hurry and threw that out there a little too much, but great catch by Brumbaugh there on the replay.
Yeah, because nobody near him. Obviously, the hardest thing was to catch it, and it was not an easy catch. You won't get too many better than that in high school football.
He trapped it there with his arm. It didn't hit the ground. Great job by Brumbaugh.
And now for the tie, the Cardinals attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. We are tied at 14 after the kick by Sean Troike. So we'll take a break. We've got a good one. 14-14, a minute 3 to go in the 3rd. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. I'm Paul Wappel, along with Adam Anderson in Warrensburg. 14-14 now. The Cardinals just tied it. We've got a good one, to say the least, with a minute 3 to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Cardinals will kick off, and there's Troike with the kick. That is an Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, fielded at the 24-yard line. Raiders trying to get a good return, and gain of about 10, maybe 12 on the return. So good field position for the Raiders, but momentum clearly with the Cardinals right now, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. Central A&M needs to relax, kind of calm down, do what they do. They've been in control a lot of this game, even though we're sitting at a tie ball game on the scoreboard. But whatever Warrensburg did at halftime and made adjustments, it's worked here so far.
And I tell you, statistically, Central A&M with some pretty darn good numbers, but a real good game here, and the Cardinals making the most of their chances.
Again, a big turnover led to 6 points the other way.
So there you take a look at some of the players on the sidelines for the Cardinals. 1st and 10 from the 37. There's the give, and tripped up by number 11, and I'd say the Cardinals are fired up just a little bit. Will Kent with the defense, and nothing doing that time.
You know, he's one of the area's best linebackers. He's got a lot of tackles for loss already this year. He kind of leads them defensively. He's been huge here tonight and sparking the crowd here in the second half.
So that makes it 2nd and 13. 25 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 14-14, in case you just joined us. We've got a good one, and It's cooled off a little bit. There's a little breeze now here in Warrensburg on high school football.
Some score updates. MacArthur still up 14-9 against Rochester. Moreau up 28.
In the third quarter?
Yeah, in the third quarter.
All right.
Moreau up 28-15 against Williamsville. That game's in the fourth.
Heaton on the keeper, across to the 45, 46-yard line, and nice pickup there on the keeper for the Raiders QB. And we're going to take a short break. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here after 3, 14-14. Back with more in just a minute from Warrensburg. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Paradis Institute of Illinois. Fourth quarter now on a great night for high school football here in Warrensburg. 14-14, a couple of good teams going at it. And we start the fourth quarter. On the keeper is Connor Heaton. Up the middle and get some good yardage there on third down. So that will be first down, and that is, they move the chains. That is a first down, and that is a Shields first down. So that's how we start the fourth quarter. And Adam, you got a score for us? Update? A couple of them?
Rochester up 1 on MacArthur, 15-14. Moreau is still the lead on Williamsville. Another close game. New Berlin up 21-20 on Petersburg-Porta. That game in the fourth.
Heaton going to keep it himself again and gets about 3 on the play. And the Rochester game in the fourth quarter. Just starting fourth half?
Just starting the fourth quarter over Rochester. Glenwood, SHG, and Springfield I also had pretty sizable leads as well.
So Heaton had to go a long way to get 3 yards, but at least they're going the right way.
Yeah,
so.
Great tackle by Mitchell Leathers there, too. Really kind of slowed down Heaton here in the second half and put the focus more on the running backs here at Central A&M.
2nd and 7 from the 48. There's the give, and up the middle to the 43-yard line. A good hole there. And happy to get the yards is number 15, Connor Old.
Again, it's been a running back by committee here for Central A&M. They've got 2 or 3 guys that can go back there, and they all do something a little bit different.
Good to have a number of options, especially on a warm night. So Heaton looks to the sidelines.
Huge third down here in the fourth quarter, because it's been all Warrensburg momentum since that interception by Will Kent.
3rd and 3. Man in motion. Heaton keeps it. First down. 38-yard line. And that's a Shields first down for the Raiders.
Great job by Heaton. Put his head down and got those last 2 or 3 yards the hard way, really delivering some punishment to the Cardinal defenders. Take a look here. You don't see a lot of quarterbacks put their shoulder down and deliver a blow like that. But he's a special athlete.
And you talked about it, Adam, this year and next year, and both teams, quarterbacks, and they are fun to watch.
And a lot of special talent
next, so
that are underclassmen.
9:51 to go in the fourth. First down. Heaton throws complete. Paradis, maybe a yard, and that was all second effort, Adam, after the catch there.
Trying to bottle him up. Again, he had a huge first half. Can't lose sight of him to here now. And we're getting down in a little bit of nitty-gritty time. You don't want him to break loose and have a huge play.
So 2nd and 9 after the short completion to Jacob Paradis. You get a shot at him. 5'8", 145-pound junior. It's been a good game. 14-14 in case you've just joined us here in Warrensburg. Paradis in motion. Fumble, ball loose. Yeah, I wondered about that. Hit him late. He's on the ground, and
it's automatic. The ball is dead in high school. He doesn't need to be touched. So he's clearly on the ball, covered up. You can't jump in late like that.
Wow.
That's a personal foul on red.
Again, penalties on these 2nd and 3rd and longs. So that's personal foul. That's a 15-yard penalty.
So, Adam, you go from a 2-3 yard loss potentially.
Yeah, you're looking at 3rd and 13, and now you're first and 10 inside your own 30.
So they move the chains. It's a Shields first down, courtesy of the penalty. And the ball on the 28-yard line of Warrensburg-Latham. 8:44 to go in the 4th. Cardinals need something big on defense here. There's the give. And still going. Tough to bring down Gus McCoy.
Yeah, McCoy kind of hit in there a little bit too. He gets in the middle of those white jerseys and sneaks out, but he's been tough to bring down here tonight.
You see the replay. So
Mitchell Leathers, another big tackle from preventing a huge run.
2nd and 4 from the 22. There's the give again to McCoy. And Cardinals say not this time.
Yeah, 54, Adam Maxwell had a lot of early penetration and brought down McCoy almost immediately after the handoff.
And he's 6 foot, 230 pounds, and big stop there. So Adam, 3rd and 7 now.
2 down territory, so you don't necessarily need to get all 7 here. So you want to call something you're comfortable with, but you also want to be sure if it does go to a 4th down, you feel pretty good about what you're going to call on 4th as well.
Heaton rolling right, throws, and the hands, and did he catch it? No, couldn't hang on to it. So Cord Fenton couldn't quite hang on to it, bobbled it, and ran out of real estate there. So brings up 4th and 7 for A&M. There you see it, he just
kind of bobbled it, took a hit too, but just couldn't hold on to the football. Great job by the Cardinal defender there. Kind of get a hand in there late and break it up.
4th and 7, and you can hear the Cardinal faithful whooping it up. They want a defensive stop and they want the ball back here in the 4th. Heaton, low snap, picks it up, running for his life at the 42, still looking, rolling, running. Oh, hit and stopped. And the Cardinals get the defensive play they were looking for and stopped Connor Heaton. He ran out of room. He ran into too many defenders.
Ran out of real estate there. Great tackle there by Davis Brummel. I think the bad snap took his eyes off downfield, and then he just had to make something out of nothing. Had a pressure in his face. Michael Patton almost had him down quick. I thought maybe he was going to set his feet to try to chuck one deep in the end zone, but that's a huge break for the Cardinals. Let's see what they can do here offensively.
So they take over on downs. Ball on the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, 7:02 to go in the game. Nathaniel Hayes at quarterback. That's where he's been all night. Kent in motion and gets the ball. Nothing there that time. Maybe a loss on the play of a yard. So 2nd and long for the Cardinals, who are trying to go to 4-0, Adam, and A&M is 2-1, looking for victory number 3.
Yep, and for both these teams getting closer to playoff time. Both made the playoffs a year ago, 1A schools. And for Warrensburg-Latham, this would be the first time they were 4-0 since 2002.
As Carly Bell reminded us, right? Told us earlier. And
it made me feel old because that would have been my senior year of high school.
And dumps it complete. The 30, 35. Stop 39 at the completion, and there's a flag on the play. Adam at the Leathers made the catch and run there, so
I think we're going to get a hold here on the Cardinals.
See what the call is with 6:08 to go in the 4th.
I will watch.
Thank you. I I'm going to be like this, like during
talking about it. The officials are. And
no, it's okay.
it's been a good game. A really good game tonight. Here's the call.
That would be great.
Holding. Red. We played it down.
That looked like leading to the
So it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So you're looking at second about 14 right now.
From the 26, 27-yard line. So let's see what Nathaniel Hayes comes up with here. Gonna throw, looks, has time, looks left. Got a man, had to wait for it, and a flag. Oh! A bang-bang play there. Will Kent, the intended receiver, was hit by number 11, Bryson Bergener. Let's see, Adam, again, the advantage of replay, and had to wait for it.
Just got there a little early. Kind of jumped the gun, got a little excited.
Defensive pass interference. Previous spot.
So a lot of penalties here in the second half. 6:01 to go. The officials will move the ball. And
so that is an automatic first down.
They move the chains, and that is a Shields first down. And here's a PA announcer here, and he's excited, and they're excited, and why not? 14,
haven't had a
14.
ton of penalties tonight, but we've had some big ones here late that have really kind of changed momentum.
Yeah. Indeed, and Cardinals, Nathaniel Hayes trying to figure out what they're going to do here on 1st and 10, and there's the keeper, and got some room and cross midfield. Good run there by Nathaniel Hayes. Let's go down to Carly Bell. Carly, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, I'm here with Jake from Midwest Technical Institute. I've talked to you earlier in the season. Glad to have you back here again. So walk me through what you guys do one more time.
So we come out to the high schools and we support these community events, which is going to be out here, and we talk to high school students and try to advise them on options after high school and see if they're interested in the trades.
So what are some of those trades?
Medical assisting, dental assisting, welding, HVAC, medical co-billing, pharmacy technician. We have about 9 programs out there.
Now we actually have a good game. The last time you were here is a blowout. By the time you're here now, 14-14. Who are you pulling for in this one?
I'm pulling for Warrensburg, and this has been a great football game.
What do you think they're going to do right here?
I think they're going to put it in the end zone on this next play.
Oh boy, bold predictions. Bold predictions. Send it up to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks to Carly and thanks to MTI being one of our sponsors this year. And ball is on the 47-yard line. 3rd down for the Cardinals. They're in Raider territory.
I think they're going to measure it now. It's a pretty close to being a first down. So I think they're going to bring it.
So 5:15 to go in the game. We've got a good one, 14-14. See they come out, they're going to take a look at it.
So it sounds like over at Maroa Forsyth just scored one more time to put it away. Maroa Forsyth will win against the Waynesville Bullets 35-15 with 24 seconds left in that game. So Maroa will jump ahead, and that's a big one for the Trojans. Have not beat the Bullets since they joined the Sangamo Conference, so I got to feel pretty happy about that. Also, with 10 seconds left to go, Petersburg Porta just went ahead against New Berlin. Porta 28, New Berlin 21. That would be Porta's first win of the year. Played a lot of close games. If they can close that one out.
Be a big win for that program, wouldn't it, for that school? 5:06 to go. 3rd and 1. Under center is Nathaniel Hayes. Maybe he's trying to draw him off. Keeps it. Oh, not much. Oh, second effort. Adam, I'm still not sure. What do you think?
It's gonna
didn't need much, but
didn't need much, and they're gonna where they've spotted it. It looks like they got it. I think it was that second effort that got him. He was a little high, too, so he really had to get his shoulders down and get the first down.
And that's a Shields first down for the Cardinals. 4:50 to go in the fourth. all. It's been a good game. Nathaniel Hayes in the gun. Clock running. Hayes is ready. And he's going to keep it. Got some room. Follows a blocker and gets the first down again. Enough for a first down. Another Shields first down. And a good play there.
Great job by Hayes.
Good job by Hayes.
Was patient. Had a blocker in front of him. Kind of stayed behind him. Used what he was supposed to. And it's a huge first down run by Hayes.
So they move the chains. And the Cardinals are moving the ball the right way. You see Nathaniel Hayes, and 6'2", 195 pounds. 4 minutes to go. 1st and 10. Ball on the 36 of Central A&M. Man in motion. He doesn't get it. Hayes dumps it. Complete at the 40, 35, 30. Down the sidelines, 25. Out of bounds inside the 20. What a nice run there by number 33, Davis Brumbaugh.
It looked like they had him sniffed out to start. Had a lot of white jerseys over there when Brumbaugh caught the ball. Kind of snuck through them all. That's a huge catch and run. We got another Shields first down.
Another Shields first down indeed. As you take a look at the replay, look at this. Comes back left and
just a great move
speed
by
there.
Brumbaugh to get loose.
It really was. So the Cardinals and their fans fired up still, and why not? They've got a chance to take the lead here in the fourth, and Nathaniel Hayes is looking at his wrist. What's the play? Now looks to the sidelines. A lot of people looking at this trying to figure out the play. Or what time is it? No. They're looking at the play. Let's see. On 1st and 10 from the 20. Hayes keeps it himself. Gain of about 3 or 4 maybe on the play. So 2nd and 6 on this from the 16.
Tight ball game now. It's starting to get crunch time too. Got to take care of the football though. A turnover here for the Cardinals would be very, very tough to deal with. But if you're A&M, maybe try to pop the ball loose, jump in front of something. Hayes has had a great drive so far. He's really kind of stepped it up here in the second half too.
He really has. 3 minutes to go. There's the give. Got some room. Got the middle. Going to go into the end zone. Is he? He is in. Touchdown. Davis Brumbaugh. 6 points for the Cardinals. And another $50 courtesy of Young Security to this week's charity, St. Martin de Porres in Springfield.
Great job by Davis Brumbaugh. Found an opening, turned on the afterburners, and made a move to get in the end zone. Warrensburg-Latham takes the first lead of their night for them.
20-14, pending the extra point here, and you see the replay, and Brumbaugh, he was not going to be denied on that play. A big extra point here, trying to go up by 7. And the kick is up, and it is good. Sean Troike and the Cardinals, so they take a 21-14 lead. 2:54 to go in the fourth quarter. We are far from over. We're going to take a break. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Back with fourth quarter action in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. And I want to remind you that earlier tonight, SEFCU recognized an exceptional volunteer from the home school with a plaque prior to the game. This week's SEFCU volunteer of the game is the Warrensburg-Latham Booster Club. The Booster Club volunteers put in so many hours each week and do a great job raising money for the students' uniforms. Congratulations to tonight's SEFCU volunteer of the game, the Warrensburg-Latham Booster Club. And they do a great job, and congratulations, well deserved for being the volunteer to the game.
Cardinal Booster Program does a phenomenal job. One of the better booster programs here in the Central Illinois area.
2:54 to go in the game. Warrensburg-Latham leads Central A&M, and here is an Illinois Army National Guard kickoff. Bounced, picked up at the 20, 25, 30. Ball's loose. Oh, I think A&M got it back, Adam. That came out of nowhere. Boy, those Cardinals are all over the place. And wow, that could have been disaster.
Ever since
for A&M.
Ever since the questionable pass interference call, this Warrensburg-Latham defense and offense have just been on another level.
Adam, not only did the Cardinals, of course, score, but look at that, 6:03 they ate on the clock. That
they haven't had a drive like that all night.
And any time, and here's the replay of the kickoff, Illinois Air National Guard kickoff, and going back and forth, and just ball came loose. So, but they got it back. A&M did, and the Raiders want to go down and have to tie it. 1st and 10, back, gives it.
He's got some room.
He's coming to the 30, 35, and tripped up. Good play there to stop, and he had some real estate there. Cord Fenton did for A&M, so they moved the chains. That's good enough, Anna, for a Shields first down.
It's a huge
and they're gonna
first down run, yeah.
Yes. And they're going to keep moving quickly because the clock is running, and they want to catch the Cardinals on their heels. Going to keep it, throws this time, and complete, runs into his own man and a defender. Oh, what a big play there, Adam. Who was that? Wow, that was a good stop there.
Great job by Jordan Tedford. He fought off the block and made the tackle all at the same time. Tough play, but great job by Tedford.
So, loss of 2. 2:09 to go. Clock running. Heaton. Looking. Complete. No, dropped at the 39. Had it right in his hands with a bullet at him. He couldn't hang on to it.
Again, one of those, I think he was looking to run before he actually secured the football. So Bryce Bergner just kind of took his eyes off the ball right as it got there. And now you're in a big third. You got to third down here in a hurry for Central A&M. Just need to relax a little bit. They're kind of pressing. Yeah. I know they're in a spot they haven't been all night, but there's a lot of time left.
2 minutes left to go. You've got 3 timeouts, but you've got 66 yards to go. So fakes the throw. Heaton looking, throws.
Man deep.
Got a man, but picked off at the 31. The Cardinals defense comes through with the interception. And coming up with a huge play is the Cardinal defense, Joel Thompson, the freshman.
Great job by Thompson. Yeah, he had Paradis. Paradis did have a step on the defender right there. Heaton just didn't get enough on it to put it right, as you can see here on the replay. Had a step, underthrown ball, and great job by Thompson to make that.
Stepped up right in front, and wow, a huge play, putting it mildly, with 1:53 in the game, and the Cardinals call timeout. They want to, I think, make sure they stay under control, Adam.
So A&M still has all 3 of their timeouts. So if they can prevent Warrensburg-Latham from getting a first down, then they're still in this ballgame. This game is far from over.
And right now we're going to take a look at the fan cam, as you see. That's the students. Let students find the students with the most school spirit. The MTI fan cam, get hands-on training to take off in your career with Midwest Tech, thanks to MTI, Midwest Technical Institute. And you see some nervous fans on the sidelines, and Cardinals and Raiders going at it here, Adam. We've got a great one, 1:53 to go. And you see the real men wear pink shirts. We talked about that. Great to see that out. The shirts out in full force, and Warrensburg-Latham doing a great job this week. Breast cancer awareness as well. So, all right, here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Keeps it himself, does Hayes, and got some room, and Gain of about 8 on the play, and just what you want. And now, Adam, you've got to call timeout.
Yeah, you're going to have to call a timeout.
Stop that clock. You're going to an injury. Call a timeout. So
I think A&M just didn't call a regular timeout too. So if you're Warrensburg, you just got to get a first down. First down, the game is effectively almost over as long as you take care of the football. Still can't, no fumbles, can't do anything crazy. Don't want to get out of bounds either to stop the clock for the Raiders.
All right, we're going to take a short break. Back with the final 2 minutes of this game. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals. Back with the rest of the fourth quarter in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. Paul Waddell, Adam Anderson, and a lot of fans from Central A&M and Warrensburg-Latham here in Warrensburg. Good game, 21-14. The Cardinals lead, Adam. 1:38 to go. The Cardinals have the ball, and they have 2 timeouts. They probably won't need them, but the way it's going. But A&M with 3 timeouts, and they're going to need them at this point. So, ball just control here, right, for the Cardinals. And
got to hold on to the football.
2nd and 3. There's the give, and up the middle, and that's what I would expect we'll see the rest of the way. And 33, Davis Brumbaugh, who's had, a couple of touchdowns tonight. Pretty good night for him, and brings up 3rd and short, and a timeout. Going to stop that clock, so the Raiders take a timeout, Adam, and 1:27 to go. Tough situation for the visitors.
If you think back to, they're down on the 3 right before halftime, Central A&M was, and did score. And then the 2 turnovers here in the second half by Heaton. That's kind of been the ball game.
And I want to let you know that our plaques and trophies this season are provided by K&R Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. Visit them at 1204 South 5th Street in Springfield, thanks to Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. All right. So 1:27 to go, and hey, we'd also like to thank SEFCU for sponsoring Friday Night Rivals this season. SEFCU, not a bank. Better, appreciate their support, and SEFCU and everybody else, they have to love the way this game is going tonight, back and forth, and pretty good, darn good ball game. Doesn't get much better, Adam. So we still got 1:27 to go. Cardinals lead. They came from behind, trying to remain undefeated, trying to get that 4th win. And of course, we'll have the Orthopedic Center of Illinois Player of the Game, but we've got some action left still. Going to keep it himself, does Hayes, and goes to midfield and cross midfield. A big first down, a Shields first down. And you can hear the PA announcer, Adam. They are fired up here, and that's huge. And some hugs here with 1:22 to go. It's not over yet, but a big first down because the Raiders can't stop the clock a lot more.
They've got one more.
They've only got one more timeout now, so they've got to strip somebody of the ball and come up with something. And we've got some great candidates here tonight. Both teams for player of the game, and of course, the SEFCU Friday Night Rivals championship trophy to the winning team, and we'll be going down to Carly Bell for that shortly after the game. And it's been a good one, Adam, and 35 points, and we thought it'd be high scoring. Not as high as I think it was, as I thought, and maybe some of us thought, but it's been a really good ball game.
As we went through the pregame show and we had talked about, this is going to be high scoring, and then I brought up a part of me feels like maybe we're not. We're going to see a defensive battle. And 2 great teams. These are going to be teams that are going to have runs in the playoffs. I truly believe that. But great job by Coach Fricky and the Cardinal staff to make some adjustments at halftime. Their defense was bending a little bit, broke a few times, but again, they kept A&M out of the end zone twice when they were inside the 10-yard line. That's playing huge right now to this final score. And then Nathaniel Hayes here on offense has had a few big runs, a few big-time throws, and Davis Brumbaugh has kind of capitalized on that too.
1:19, 1st and 10. Hayes from the gun. There's the give and spins is 33 Davis Brumbaugh, and by a host of Raiders. gain of 1, maybe 2, and Raiders say they have the ball, but I don't think that's the case. And do they call their last timeout? And they do. The Central A&M does. So last time they can stop the clock with 1:10, or do we have an official? Wait, yeah, they called timeout. I was waiting for them to thought we saw that. So. And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. You can log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. And Adam, looking ahead to next week for a second, we'll be at Sacred Heart Griffin. Rochester will take on the Cyclones. And Rochester hooked up in a heck of a game with MacArthur
they do.
tonight.
Last check with a minute and a half left. They had the ball inside MacArthur's 20. They were already up 22-14. So it looked like Rochester will win that game and move to 4-0. The last score update I had for SHE Southeast, SHE was up 38-20, I believe, in the third quarter. So again, Ken Leonard poised to become to tie the record
tonight
for all-time wins, and then you can think about all the storylines you want next week for the Friday Night Rivals. There's a lot to pick from.
We'll have it all here live on CW23 at 7 o'clock. And, of course, the Mountain Dew preview show at 6:30 to 7 from Sacred Heart Griffin. But right now, 1:10 to go. 2nd and 9. Hayes just keeps it. And gets a yard or 2, but just a matter of hanging on to the ball at this point. Running down the clock inside a minute. And the clock will continue to run, Adam. And it looks like the Cardinals will move to 4-0, and they really came back here in the second half. We saw the stats at halftime and dominated by Central A&M. The score didn't indicate that, and Cardinals obviously made the most of everything in the second half, and it looks like they're going to hang on to win, and the crowd is fired up here in Warrensburg, and why not?
Yeah, and all the Cardinals need to do right now is just snap it and kneel on it or fall on it. Don't need to do anything. Stay in bounds, because this will really be the last snap of the game.
18 seconds, and they're going to take the delay game penalty. The Cardinals will, so it'll make it 3rd and 12, but they're going to show another play, and that should do it, like you said, Adam. And again, we'll have the Orthopedic Center of Illinois Player of the Game and the CEFCU Friday Night Rivals trophy to the winning team, and it's been a good one. And again, now next week back, like we said, Sacred Heart Griffin. Always an exciting game when Derek Leonard takes his team. Rochester takes on Ken Leonard, his dad, and long-time rivalry, and 2 great teams, 2 great programs, father versus son, like you said, all kinds of storylines in that one. And it looks like Ken Leonard will, if he wins next week and hangs on tonight, that he could be the winningest coach in the state of Illinois, and that's in football, and that's impressive to say the least.
Absolutely. So. Yeah, it is. It's an unbelievable feat. We talked in the pregame. He's a great coach. I think he's an even better person. I think every football coach here in Central Illinois, can attest to talking to him and generally feeling like he was, if he could help, he would. And that's something you always want to see out of a coach. He's kind of set the gold standard for all football in the Central Illinois area.
Great program at Sacred Heart Griffin, and some state championships and some numerous playoff runs, and takes a knee, does Nathaniel Hayes, and I think that's going to do it here. And boy, the Cardinals are fired up. They're going to go to 4-0 with a 21-14 victory here on their home field, and a lot of excitement. Central A&M falls to 2-2 with the loss, but nothing to be ashamed about. Hang their heads, as they say, and players shake hands at midfield. And a good game tonight. And we're going to take a short break. Back with the post game. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more in just a minute from Warrensburg. Welcome back to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. And Warrensburg-Latham Cardinals came from behind and won tonight, 21-14 in Central A&M. And want to let you know that tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Orthopedic Center of Illinois, is none other than Adam?
Number 33, Davis Brumbaugh, running back for the Warrensburg-Latham Cardinals, had 2 key second-half touchdowns. The first one made an unbelievable catch on the goal line to tie the game, and then had a big run late in the fourth quarter to give them a lead. Take a look at the run right there. That gave Warrensburg their first lead of the game. He made some big tackle on a 4th down right there, too. Great job by Brumbaugh. And again, this catch, we could probably send that into ESPN.
I think we will. And it was just deserves a second look, maybe a third look too. So congratulations to Davis Brumbaugh on being the Orthopedic Center of Illinois player of the game. Well deserved. And Carly Bell, I think she has Davis Brumbaugh. Carly?
With that player of the game in Davis Brumbaugh, clap it up for your boy here.
Yeah!
First off, there is that for you. First off, you had that penalty that was just not very good, and then you get that redemption on that 4th down, shutdown. What was running through your mind?
Go get the quarterback, make sure he doesn't throw the ball down the field.
What defensively, you guys came out with a whole new mentality in that second half. Even offensively, what was that halftime speech like for you guys?
It was pretty great. We were down, we came out firing, we just wanted to win the game on TV.
This is your first 4-0 start since 2002. What does that mean to you?
That's fantastic. That just means we work hard in the weight room, and we need to keep it going for years on.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Davis. Coach Fricky, let me get you over here real quick. At halftime, you were down 14-7, then you outscored them 14-0 in that second half. What did you say to your boys at halftime?
Just keep grinding. I knew when I came here this was a special breed of boys, some athletes that they don't give up, and no matter what the odds are, I'm so proud of them right now. This is a good group of guys.
Don't cry.
I might.
Also, again, first 4-0 start for the program since 2002. What does that mean to you, especially in your first year as a head coach?
We're just going to take it week by week. We had one goal, and that's to go deep into the playoffs. So we're going to get on to next week as soon as tomorrow morning starts, and but we'll definitely enjoy this one tonight for sure.
All right, I have this lovely trophy for you that we're bringing in. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
A big night. Congratulations to Davis Brumbaugh, the Warrensburg-Latham Cardinals. And you talk about everything. They got everything right tonight at halftime. The kicker did well. Noah Waddell, the senior, made all 3 field goals, took him some cash courtesy of Susan Langheim, Susan Zodemal, and just a great night. And the school got some money too. So, hey, next week, Adam, Rochester at Sacred Heart Griffin, Derek Leonard against Ken Leonard, and let's don't forget there's a big football game, and not just talking about the coaches, because it's all about the players, and it is. It's going to be a great one. Both teams, always a good game. We'll be at Sacred Heart Griffin at 7 o'clock live here on CW. Looking forward to it, and this was fun tonight, and I want to thank everybody, Doug and everybody doing stats and sidelines to see some of the recap highlights of the game, and we appreciate it. We enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, Adam. It was fun.
Yeah, had a great time. Congratulations to Coach Fricky and the Warrensburg Cardinals. Moving to 4-0, they're that much closer to being playoff eligible.
And again, next week, SEPCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute of Illinois. It'll be week 5. We'll head to Springfield as the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones take on the Rochester Rockets. That's next Friday night, starting at 7 o'clock right here on CW23. That's going to do it. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson. Good night from Warrensburg. Thanks for watching. Wow, the interception there by Gazzett. Looks to throw.